try to get
Studio Runners Radio at StudioRunners.com.
To the most football knowledgeable, faithful, most caring folks in the world, the Redskins faithful.
By Vernon Dean, and the Redskins will go to the Super Bowl. The whole stadium is shaking for the second year in a row, the NFC champion. Redskins 24, 49ers 21.
Credit to Bobby Beathard, and you touched on it earlier, Jack Kent Cooke, not only that he will pay the kind of a salary it took to get a Doug Williams, but also they're almost one-to-one in coaches. They have more coaches than anyone by far in National Football League.
Rip and roll right. Touchdown, Redskins.
Everybody, and welcome to RFK Stadium, where again we are live. Just as we were yesterday at Candlestick Park in San Francisco, we are 30 minutes away from kicking off. And here in this stadium, they have sold out for Redskin home games for every outing since 1966. You know, they are 7-0 in playoff games here at RFK. In fact, you've got to go way back 44 years ago to when the Redskins last lost a home playoff game in this city.
There it is again. Jimmy Smith. There's the Super Bowl record as he takes it out to the 40-yard line, breaking Marcus Allen's mark. Same play, left side. 20 for 197 now. Jimmy Smith, fifth-round draft pick. He has been sensational. But the blocking he's getting up front is absolutely incredible. That's the record. The man who held the record that Timmy Smith has just erased. So the rushing mark goes down and the passing mark goes down on the same day.
Yes, indeed, man. Y'all know what it is. This is the Naked Sports Podcast, man. Bringing y'all Redskins Saints. And Saints got a punt. First drive, Saints got a punt. Y'all know what we doing. You know, like to let that intro ride out. You know what I'm saying? Give y'all that good Redskins history right with here.
Lamar Jackson fumbled too. It's an update. Giants got the ball.
Okay. Shout out to everybody out there, man. This is the Naked Sports Podcast. Bringing you Redskins Saints today. We got a return. Zacchaeus, it looks like, no, that's not Zacchaeus. That is Crowder. Crowder is back.
Yes, Crowder was active and activated yesterday, and they said that he would play.
You know, I've been calling for Crowder all year. So Crowder is back for the Redskins. Man, shout out. I'm going to let the guys, everybody here, I'm ETA Bro, man. Y'all know what it is. I'm going to let the guys introduce themselves. This is the Naked Sports Podcast, Redskins Saints. Y'all know how we do. But without further ado, I'm going to let the guys introduce themselves, and we're going to get y'all caught up on the current drive.
I'm Uptown Vito, 10-year vet, 11th year in the space, man. Enjoying what we do. Loving the season right now. Let's go Redskins. Let's get this dub today. What up? It's Point B, man. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I appreciate you guys for watching with us like you always do. So thank you. Let's get to it.
Yes, indeed. So we have a Jaden Daniels scrambled on the 1st and 10 on it looks like he got about 4 on the carry. So yeah, we got a first opening drive. The opening drive was 3. It wasn't 3 and out by the defense. I think it was 3 and out. 3 and out by the defense.
3 and out.
3 and out by the defense. So I just want to get some early grades in from the guys. What y'all got on the first drive?
A plus. I'm gonna give it an A platinum. Give it a team who's bad. No reason to have some hope right now. That's great. What a wonderful way to start off. And I don't want this quarterback to do nothing today. I don't want a quarterback who's giving us a picture like that to do anything against us today. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he shouldn't. It should not, in any way, shape, form, or fashion, should this man do anything against us.
No disrespect, but I thought he was a Fortnite character.
Yeah, I'm with you. Jaden Daniels on the 3rd and 1. He gives it to Robinson. Robinson slides in there to get a first down. We are facing Chase Young in this game. I want to see what the guys think about us going up against the old former number 1 pick of the Redskins who was traded last year, for all those that know. What y'all think about going up against Chase Young this year, and how does he match up against our defensive tackles?
Offensive tackles.
Offensive tackles. You're right. My bad.
Yes.
Offensive tackles. Yeah. Correction.
I was wondering who we was going to go up against today. Who was it going to get, Trent Scott, or was it going to get Wiley today?
All right, Daniels in the pistol. He hands it off on the 1st and 10. Robinson makes a man miss. Robinson breaks the tackle. He gets about 8 on the first down. Curry, man, Washington moving the ball early. Go ahead, Point. My bad.
Oh yeah, nah. I mean, me personally, I'm not too worried. I do think Chase Young's having a lot of pressure. He's getting a lot of pressure, but I don't think that he's going to game wreck the game. I do see him potentially getting a sack though, especially if he's motivated for this game. Our Wiley hasn't exactly played great. Scott's been okay, but like,
how many sacks Wiley gave up before y'all start talking ill about my man? How many sacks he gave up this year?
how many pressures he gave up?
We don't know. I'll get the stat up for you though.
It doesn't matter if it does not lead to an incomplete. It don't matter if it don't lead to a bad play.
I don't know how many pressures ended up in an incomplete. I'm gonna say that both of those stats matter. Sacks and pressures.
9 sacks last year. Nobody brought up how many times he was pressured or how many pressures he gave.
Yeah, because that's the problem. You giving up sacks.
But he has not given up but 1 sack this year. Want to give him some credit.
You had a first down carry by a carry for first down by Brian Robinson. Then you had a run by Jaden Daniels out. It's going to be a 2nd and 9 for Washington at the 35-yard line of the Saints. Washington is in field goal range already.
I'm not saying he's bad,
I like this formation. You had like some sort of a pistol double look. Now you have Zacchaeus doing something crazy. We see a new wrinkle but it didn't really seem to work. It didn't get Jaden Daniels any extra time, but it was a new wrinkle by Cliff Kingsbury. He tried to throw something new in there on the first drive. I mean, it was some crazy motion by Zacchaeus. I mean, what do y'all feel about Cliff Kingsbury? So thus far in this season, I mean, got a flag on the play. Hold on, let me get this flag in before y'all come in with that. Illegal receiver downfield. The plays decline. It will be 3rd and 9 for Washington. What do y'all feel about Cliff Kingsbury so far?
I feel like he's been really up and down. Like he's had some pretty good games, and then again, he's had some games where I've questioned his play calling. So I do like that set that you was talking about with the kids coming out of the backfield almost, in a motion.
Yeah.
So I think it's okay though. I think he's been all right. That play was a botched play, and I like the way that Daniels kept it alive and kept his eyes downfield for a potential shot downfield.
You have a 3rd down throw to Crowder for about 4 or 5 yards. It gets the Redskins in better field goal position. I think Washington played this for a field goal on the first drive. Greg Joseph is the kicker for Washington. He's 13 of 15 last year. I believe he played for the Packers. So
where's Gonzalez?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
It's an excellent question. The kick is up right down the middle. Whoever they get in there, as long as he make them, I ain't tripping. Shout out to Greg Joseph, baby.
I've never seen this many kickers with one team.
I have it. This is worse than reverse first year.
Duh, this is like the replacement players.
Yeah.
This is like the replacement players. Like I ain't seen this many kickers on one team in one season. It's by a mile, bro. Back to what you were saying about Kingsbury. I, on the other hand, think that he's having a pretty good year. Every coordinator this season has had a bad game. There is no coordinator that has not had a horrible game this season, even Detroit Lions. What I would say is that he's gotten stuck in a couple of games. Those 2 games or 3 games that I feel like he got stuck, I don't think that we had pieces that he would have been able to benefit from. Not having Brian Robinson a few games this season, not having Eckler when you're expected to have him has messed up a couple of things this season. I think not running on a couple of games this year didn't help the passing attack, but he has done well. I think that we're short on offense a few pieces. The number 2 receiver hasn't really gotten right the entire year, so he's missing a pop weapon. Your number 3 receiver has been changed out probably 3 times so far this year. So there's some inconsistencies as far as roster, in my opinion, early. And then once it's gotten later, you've had injuries and you've had the things to work around. In a lot of ways, I feel like there's a case right now where there's too many players and not enough footballs. Zach Ertz, I don't think has been in the game plan the last couple of weeks the way that I feel like he could be. But overall, I think that Cliff has been doing well. I think that he's made the job easier for Jaden to come in and kind of, understand the NFL and what's going on. Could it be better? I definitely think so, but I think he's doing okay right now.
Yeah. No, I definitely second that, and I definitely want to say with as far as the up and down games, you are absolutely right. Everybody has had a bad game this season as far as offensive coordinators go, but I will say this. It's certain things that's preventable that I've seen about Cliff Kingsbury, like trying to get too fancy when you don't got to,
Totally
not
agree.
running
Totally
the
agree.
ball, not running the ball when you know you should just run the ball, and then when you got somebody like McNichols that's hot, ride your hot hand.
Yeah.
Certain things like that I would like to see him get better on, but like as an overall though, I agree with you what you're saying. He's having a pretty decent season.
I mean, for us to have a quarterback
we got a
in the
first and one.
MVP talk.
Go
ahead.
Oh yeah. We got a first and one for Washington. Jaden Daniels. Second and 2, and then you had a Robinson run who gets the first down. We are inside the 3. We are currently inside the 3, the New Orleans 3, threatening to score. First and 10 from the inside the 3-yard line.
How did we get the ball back so fast?
We never punted.
Oh, we never gave it up. It was a penalty. It was a penalty.
Drive.
Is the penalty on the field goal?
Yeah, on the field goal.
Okay. I'm about to say, what happened?
Okay, so Jaden Daniels is in the pistol, man in motion, fakes the handoff, got a man wide open. It's a catch. Brian Robinson looks like a touchdown. Brian Robinson.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Zacchaeus with the touchdown. Okay. I just was talking trash about him too.
I bet with the kids to what's the name, over 18 yards today.
It was an easy touchdown. It was an easy touchdown for the kids, to be honest.
Now,
flag on the play. Illegal motion. They're gonna call the touchdown back. Illegal motion.
Crap.
Let me see what we got. Who's the illegal motion on?
Hopefully that next touchdown go to Senate. I ain't bet with Senate. I just want my man to get some stats, man. He deserves
Zacchaeus is coming off the field at this point. So that was an illegal motion. By Terry McLaurin, it looks like. Let me make sure that that's who that was. I don't want to give him credit for something he did not do. Zacchaeus on the illegal shift on his own touchdown. Man, I was just talking trash about him too. I might be a little justified, just a little bit.
Maybe you jinxed that man. Maybe that's what it was. God damn.
Okay.
Can we get to positivity?
Okay, you got Jaden Daniels on the keeper on the second down run. He was clearly down. What are y'all doing? You had Jaden Daniels on the keeper on the second down run. It looked like he was down to me and just tossed the ball out after he was down. But they're acting like it was a fumble for whatever reason. And so we did get the ball back to retain the ball, but I believe he was down and he just kind of just threw the ball up. It looked like to me. It doesn't look like, all right, yeah, he's definitely down and he's just like, he's on his back and yeah, he's down. He's down by a mile. It'll be Washington ball after this is all said and done at the 2-yard line.
Brian Robinson, hand the ball off. All right, hand the ball off. This is the fancy I'm talking about.
Yep.
1 or 2 yards away, you got to feed the horse, bro. That's simple as that. Feed the horse. And you got 3 of them. Rodriguez, McNichols, and Robinson.
Bro, even if you didn't do that, you could easily catch him with a flat for like a Ben Sinnott or somebody like that. You get what I mean?
They did credit that as a fumble, gave us the ball back 3 yards behind. Jaden Daniels just scrambling on the second and goal. He gets out of bounds, 2-yard gain on the scramble. It will be 3rd and goal from the 5. We got another penalty on the play. Holding offense Number 76. That's
Cosme.
Cosme.
Come on, where's the Rand and Raven? If it was Wiley, we'd have been going off.
Yeah, no. You're right.
And that's in the
right.
red zone.
You're right. It was a red zone hold. It was kind of out in the open. Wiley didn't do a good job either, but he didn't hold either. So you got to give credit where credit is due. He didn't get the penalty. You're going to have a second and goal from the 17-yard line.
I don't care. I'm gonna be real. I care that he had a holding. But if it was Wiley, it's different.
Pressure by you got
That's
pressure
crazy.
around the second around the other side. Jay Daniels slips. He gets up, throws it. Oh, it is caught. Touchdown, Terry McLaurin. Wow, great catch.
Yes,
Terry
sir.
McLaurin with an amazing play. Man, this guy's getting better and better.
See,
We
I
better
told
ride him during the playoffs.
Hey, Reed, that's why I told you I don't care. Because guess what? When Wiley
It shouldn't have been a touchdown. It was a horrible throw, though. I need to admit this. It was a horrible throw. It was a horrible throw. It shouldn't have been a touchdown. Terry McLaurin just made a play.
No, what I'm saying, listen, bro. What I'm saying is, when Wiley make those mistakes, we don't score.
Hey, bro, that was a lucky play,
It was
bro.
lucky. That's why I
that.
pointed that out, Vito.
Thank you. We're not about to do that.
Hey, listen, luck is on your side when you.
Bro, he put them in a 7. They was on the 2. He got them onto the 17, bro. That's not a good play, bro. That is a miracle your quarterback made it happen.
Listen.
Yeah,
I
agree with you on this one.
I'm saying if Wiley would have got that penalty, we would have been cussing him out.
Yes,
Being
right.
on the 17 or not, whether they scored or not, we still would have been cussing him out 17 minutes later that he got that penalty and that he's
And
bad.
he is probably right because Wiley has a reputation at this point. Cosme don't make plays like that. But Wiley
What are
has
you
a
talking
reputation.
about? Cosme has the second most holding on our offensive line this year.
Does he?
Yes.
I can look it up now.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Wiley has like 3 penalties on the year. He only gave up 1 sack, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, Cosme is the second highest penalty man on that team. We don't have a lot of offensive line penalties.
We're gonna get that stat in. Okay.
We got more illegal motions and stuff like that than offensive line penalties this year. Yeah,
we haven't had a lot of line issues, and I will say that's Tyler Biadasz. I think that is a direct result of Biadasz.
I gotta give Cliff Kingsbury some credit too, because that's a little bit of Cliff Kingsbury. Hey, I want to discuss something else though while we on the commercial. Travis Hunter named Heisman Trophy winner last night. Oh my!
I don't like it.
What do you?
I don't like it, and I've expressed
it?
my reasons for not liking it.
Go ahead.
Let's go. Let's have
You do not win. You do not win the Heisman for being on the field more than everybody else. Snaps is not a Heisman voted play. I mean, it's not a candidacy to win the Heisman, in my opinion. If that's the case, then they missed it.
Let me ask you, who's your Heisman then? Who's your Heisman?
Genty by a mile.
Okay, go ahead.
Alshon Genty by a mile, bro. Ashton Genty by a mile, bro. By a mile.
I disagree, but I want you to finish.
Their strength of schedule was better, in my opinion. Their division and their strength of schedule was better than the competition that Colorado played. Colorado's best competition that they played was the very first game of the year against North Dakota State. They only had 2 losses this entire year. If I'm not mistaken, if it wasn't 1, it was 2 losses this entire year. That's their best competition that they played the entire year record-wise. I don't think they have a top 25 win or a top 25 game where they were within a touchdown of it. Travis did not play in all of the games. Genty did not miss a game against the number 5 at the time team, who's the number 1 team in the country, Oregon. He has over 200 yards in that game and 2 touchdowns. Hunter has, I think, does he even have 1,000 yards now?
Yes, he did.
He had 1,000 yards receiving, but he's not top 5 in wide receivers of total yards.
Yes, he is.
In his conference, not in the entire NCAA.
No, in the NCAA. I looked at it yesterday. Yes, he is. He's number 3.
Oh my goodness.
He's number 3, and he's actually has 98 catches too to go with that. So, I mean, I'm looking at it like this. I think that Gentry is Barry Sanders not 2.0, but Barry Sanders reincarnated. But what Travis Hunter did was Rod Woodson, Deion Sanders 2.0. The only thing that
No, it
Rod
was
Woodson
not,
did,
bro.
the only thing that
Let
Rod
me
Woodson
interject. Hold on. Can I interject just right quick? We had a kickoff by Washington. Just to go over the penalty, which gave us the ball back on the field goal. The New Orleans Saints guy, he lined up over another guy, and so for whatever reason you can't do that. And so whatever he did, you can't do. The New Orleans coach was livid. He was livid about it, and so you might have a thing at some point in time throughout this game based on that call, because that call resulted in 4 extra points for Washington. So, oh my goodness, Louvu off the side. That's a broken play. You're gonna have a loss of 3. Jeremy Chin.
Yes, sir.
Woo! Go ahead, point.
Yeah, so I just posted Charles Woodson Heisman stats versus Travis Hunter Heisman stats.
I'll get him up. Let's get him up.
Travis Hunter, he had 15 total touchdowns. He had a rush touchdown, just like what's the name had. The only thing that I feel like Charles Woodson did and Travis Hunter didn't do was kick return, punt return. Charles Woodson was a hell of a kick return.
That's what, that's a whole nother element.
So was Jabril Peppers.
Yes, he had
80. Alvin Kamara on the catch. He gets down to the 42-yard line. Big play for Kamara. No, that's Kamara. Alvin Kamara on a slant from this quarterback, man. That was a dart, man. That was a great play. And I don't know who he beat. He beat 32. Who's 32? He beat
Walker.
He beat 32 bad, man. He beat 32 bad. He beat him bad.
So look. So he had 80 more catches and almost 1,000 more yards than Charles Woodson. And he had 12 more receiving. I'm talking about receiving. He had 12 more touchdowns. I mean, literally, he was the best corner, arguably the best corner, and one of the best receivers.
So I asked this question, and whenever we get a commercial break, y'all can go check. Anybody?
Sack. We had a sack by Dorrance Armstrong at a great time, man. Great sack by Dorrance Armstrong.
You broke up, V, right there.
No, I was asking if anybody can name me a number one receiver in the Pac-12 going in the draft.
I haven't looked, but I can get that up for you as well if you need.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you. And you're right about it. I listen. I understand the conference, what you're saying in that respect, right? But what I'm saying is that if you look at the numbers, man, the numbers is crazy.
And so that means that we're overlooking Genty's numbers. That's what's happening here. We're looking at his numbers. No, I'll let you finish. We're looking at Travis's numbers and saying because he has more snaps that he deserves this award over somebody who smoked a record that has been around for 40 years.
Hold on. What record was smoked?
Barry Sanders' record.
He broke Barry Sanders' record?
I don't know if let me double check.
He didn't break that 2,800 yards or whatever it was. I know he didn't break that. No way he broke Barry Sanders' record.
He had 24.97.
Oh no, Barry Sanders was like 20. He might have though. What's Barry Sanders? So, yeah, he might have broke Barry Sanders' record. V might be right. I think Barry Sanders might have been 23. He had 2,400 yards in 1 year. I might side with V on this one.
Barry's is 26-28.
Okay, so he didn't break Barry. Yeah.
Genty still got another game to go.
He might do it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is in this respect, I'm not looking at Gentry's stats. I feel like Travis.
What school did Gentry go to? He go to Arizona. Is that a guy from Arizona?
He go to Boise State.
Boise?
Yeah.
Where did he finish last night?
214 votes less from winning.
Number 2.
The second smallest gap in Heisman history.
That might have been a political pick.
It was. Deion pushed for this. Deion literally told them peoples that if they didn't give it to him, that he was going to give back his award that he received 30 years ago.
No. He said he was going to give back the. He said he didn't get the wide
He was going to give the
receiver
dope
award.
walker John up, and he
I
was
mean,
going to give the other award
cornerback
to Travis Hunter.
Yeah, not the Heisman,
But
the cornerback award.
he don't have the Heisman.
Yeah, he never won the Heisman.
Yeah, he can't. I'm talking about the top cornerback, John.
No.
Regardless of such, Deion has been advocating for this outside of TV for football games. He has been at banquets advocating for this. He has been on TV on different interviews advocating for this. And again, I feel like this was political, in my opinion, because he does not deserve it in this conference when there's no other good team in this conference. The way Washington was in the Pac-12 and all of them was the year before and the year before that, I would have understood the voting for that. They don't have nobody out there. There's not going to be a wide receiver in the first round drafted from the Pac-12 outside of.
Well, let me ask you, V. Let me ask you. Okay, so hold on. Let's get this caught up.
Also the best corner. We're not just talking about just wide receiver.
Hold on, give me a
you
second.
don't have no quarterbacks in that. Who name a quarterback?
Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second, guys.
Go ahead.
You got a second and 19 for New Orleans from the New Orleans 44-yard line after it's going to be a 3rd and 22 for New Orleans. They are on their side of the ball at the 44-yard line. Go ahead, V.
I want you to name me a number 1 wide receiver coming from that division, and name me a quarterback that's coming out this year. You can't. Everybody's gone. All of the quarterbacks that were somebody are gone to the NFL. You have inexperienced guys. That's why nobody challenged them. So you have bums over there. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, not bums. You have underdeveloped talent, or you don't have as good of players that they had the first 2 years that the first year that Deion was out there, John. So you have less competition. So you're not throwing them the ball because you don't have no Caleb Williams, no Jaden Daniels. You don't have nobody like that in this division to throw the ball to those wide receivers. You don't have a wide receiver that's going to take the challenge one-on-one against them to get the ball.
Okay, you had a.
So you give him credit. You give him credit.
Down.
Go ahead,
hold up. 1 second. You had a 3rd down scramble by the quarterback that New Orleans Saints are punting right now. Go ahead, V.
Yeah, nah, AV, listen, I understand what you mean about snaps, right? But it's not just snaps. If it was just snaps, then guess what? We couldn't do that with him. He's also one of the best receivers in the country. Let's be real. His stats say he's one of the best receivers in the country. His stats say he's one of the best corners in the country. Like, it's not just snaps, it's production. The production that he has with those snaps got him what he deserved, in my opinion. I looked at it like this. If Travis Hunter didn't win it, then him and Gentry should have had co-Heismans. That's the only way I could see it. Gentry did not have don't get me wrong, you could say he had a better year, because I'm not going to say he didn't have a better year, but you can also say Travis Hunter had a better year. It's all about perspective. My perspective is 11 pass deflections is crazy. My perspective is 4 interceptions is really, really, really good. Like, really good. You know what I mean? My perception is that he dominated everything that he did. So did Gentry.
What is the record? The Gentry plays for Boise State. What is their record right now?
They're going to the playoff. They got a good record. I think they only lost one. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Hey, well, yeah, you gotta consider that. That plays in the part too.
Record. Listen though. What I'm saying is that this is about the.
So you telling me record doesn't matter in an individual
player,
award?
The best player, right?
So record doesn't matter. Does record matter? I love it. Heisman talk, baby, here on the Nature Sports Podcast, man. Y'all know what it is.
Yes and no. I'm gonna say this. It does relatively matter, but it would matter more if they were quarterbacks. These are not quarterbacks. You get what I'm saying? These are skill position players, and so we got to look at what they did at those positions. You get what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah. Shador arguably had a better season than Travis did outside of the snaps.
3,800 yards. Yeah, Shador had 3,800 yards.
What I'm telling you is that there's
touchdowns.
you can't find a quarterback that they face that's pro ready right now. You can't find a wide receiver that's at the number 1 position in that conference who they played that's ready to go right now. So you had them lined up against nobodies. Boise State played other teams that were ranked this year. They played other teams that are going to have professionals on the field, on defense,
Let's look at it though. Let's look at it.
Listen,
Let's look at
AV,
the
I understand what you're saying by this, and I'm not saying Genty doesn't deserve credit and doesn't deserve. This is why it was so close in voting, because he had a phenomenal year. You get what I'm saying? Just in my perspective, I look at Travis Hunter. If he only played one, he would have been the best in the league at that.
You had a first down run by Brian Robinson. He gets 2 yards on the carry. I do think Travis Hunter will translate. Let me put that on the record. I think he's a special talent. He will translate.
Can I say this? Is Travis Hunter a top 5 receiver in college football?
Yes.
Is Travis Hunter a top 5 defensive back as well? So what I'm saying is I can't just give him credit just one.
Now let me say this. He's top 5, but he's 5 for me. He is at 5. So he's top 5, but he's at 5. And it's an argument for other guys too.
Listen. I don't think there's an argument that there's 5 receivers better than him right now.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna tell you why. Maybe not skill-wise. I think he's one of the most skilled players I've ever seen. But physically, it's guys who are just 6'5", 6'4". He don't have that frame. So I think that
if it's production,
that means something when that does mean something when you're going against a cornerback like a Travis Hunter. Could Travis Hunter do what Travis Hunter does against Travis Hunter? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Another guy might, I believe, can have some success against Travis Hunter.
Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Listen to what I'm saying.
I do think he's the best cornerback, though, in football, all around. I think he's the top corner in football. Jaden Daniels on a second down pass to Terry McLaurin on the out. He did get the first down. That's 2 catches for Terry McLaurin. One of them being touchdowns. That'll be 1st and 10 for Washington at I think the Washington 32-yard line. No, the Washington 20-yard line.
No, my bad. Travis Hunter, my bad. He is not number 5. He's number 6. My bad. He's number 6 in yards.
Right. That's why I said I do believe he's 5, but he's at 5. I don't believe he's higher than 5.
I mean, in receptions, he's number 5.
Right.
In yards, he's number 6. In touchdowns, he's number 2. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
no, I wasn't here to listen. My bad. I'm back now. My Wi-Fi on.
In receptions, right? In receptions, Travis Hunter is number 5 with 92. Okay? In yards, he is number 6 with 1,152 yards. And in average, he's way down there because they got some wild averages here, 25 yards. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't got a lot of
he's being force-fed. The last 2 games, no. Travis Hunter, he was being force-fed. He only had 800 yards coming into the last 2 games. He literally was force-fed the last 2 games on purpose. But that doesn't matter. The stats are the stats.
He has 14.
Okay, can I interject straight quick? Can I get something in straight quick? It is a 1st and 10. Washington has the ball at the end of the first quarter. Washington is up 7-0 on the New Orleans Saints. It is a 1st and 10. Washington ball in their own territory from their own 21-yard line, approaching, it looks like the 30-yard line to try to at least get some room out of field goal range. This is currently a 3-play, 13-yard drive, 1 minute and 47 seconds left off the clock. You can see Washington position on the map that we have out there right now if you need to know. Go ahead, Vito. My bad.
No, I was letting Leo go.
Yeah, no, I was saying, man, look, like, I just look at it like this. Genty, he is an amazing talent, and I can't wait till he gets to the NFL. I'm praying that he don't go to the Cowboys or to the Giants. That's what I'm doing, because I don't think the Eagles going to get him. You know what I mean? That's what I'm praying. Those things. I hope he goes. If he don't go to us, I hope he goes somewhere else that we ain't got to keep playing that Lord. The guy, right?
To me, I think that people also are forgetting that Travis didn't play the rest of one game after missing the first quarter and missed a whole nother game. So that's 2 games that you didn't get a chance to play. You still won Heisman over someone with almost 30 touchdowns and 2,500 yards, who's 146 to 156 yards away from breaking Barry Sanders' record.
All right, so listen, cornerback, right? I understand what you talking about Heisman, right? So does his cornerback stats not matter as well?
Who's going to the league at quarterback from his division other than Shador? Who's going to the league at wide
listen,
receiver?
listen.
I'm asking legitimate questions here. Who's going to the league at wide receiver, and who's an experienced quarterback other than
I didn't
Shador?
ask that. You got to answer the question, my brother.
I asked a legitimate question that matters in this conversation.
But
Gentry
you
went
didn't
against
answer the
defenses
question that I asked.
nobody, because it wasn't anybody in the division for him to go against, bro. You want me to
I'm
add?
saying-
You want me to count? So when Charles Woodson was a cornerback and he won this award, he actually caused turnovers against people who are going to play on Sunday. You don't even know who's going to play on Sunday, who Travis was facing. That's what I'm saying to you. That nobody's trying to at least even argue the fact that you had a weak schedule and you weren't playing against nobody. You played against quarterbacks who wouldn't take the chance throwing against you, not because of the talent you are, because their coach said that you're not experienced enough to make the throw.
Arizona was ranked number 14, and Oregon State is ranked number 19.
Not when they played them. That's what I'm saying. When Oregon played Gentry and them, they were number 5. I'm not talking about what they are now. We could say they played the number 1 team. They wasn't number 1 when they played them. And Arizona was not 14th when they played Colorado.
Okay, you had a
De'Ami Brown with an end around.
Yeah. De'Ami Brown in the end around. He was caught. It's a first down minus a loss of 4 on Washington for the first down. Be Washington ball at the 33-yard line, 2nd and 14. Jaden Daniels back to pass, looks to the right side. He throws a check down. Brian Robinson gets about 3 on the catch after the check down.
Chase Young got a sack.
Listen, I want to Chase Young.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, not yes, because I don't want to root against my team. But
he held on to the ball too long. But Chase got a sack though.
No, but listen, I bet on Chase Young to get a sack. I got a wild bet right now.
Smart bet.
Listen, when Marshawn Lattimore gets a pick and Chase Young gets a sack.
So could possibly happen. I don't know if he gets a pick in his first game though. Jaden Daniels is being blitzed. He throws it on the outside. It was a great throw to Terry McLaurin. He gets about 11 on the catch. Terry,
I know.
First down.
I'm not concerned about, honestly, no offense to the Saints. I'm not really concerned about the Saints. I think Jaden Daniels going back to Louisiana is going to have a phenomenal game. Okay?
You got to worry about a team that's 3-1 since they fired their coach.
Well, no, I get that. But what I'm saying is that what I feel like is, as far as Jaden Daniels, I got a lot of confidence in him in this game. Not saying I don't care about the other team, because I think that this is a professional team, and any given Sunday, any team could be amazing, right? But as far as me, my confidence today is that Jaden Daniels going home. He playing in warm weather, like Vito been saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like he don't like the cold weather. He playing in warm weather. He back home basically where he played, college at a lot of support down there. It's a mixed home game. You get what I mean? You get what I'm saying? We're
going to have a 3rd and 16 after the holding penalty for Washington.
Yeah.
Back to pass.
I was worried about this game because the Saints can't afford to lose this game. I've been telling y'all that for a couple of weeks. The Saints can't afford to lose. It's not about draft placement for them. They have $75 million of cap next year that they're over. Not have to fix. They're over. They don't have room to be a top drafting team. They have to get as many wins as they can. They're not in the situation to be able to lose games and to at least to afford losses. Like most teams that might want to get draft position, and they can't afford that right now. So they're playing to win. They're coaching to win, and they're playing to win on the New Orleans side today.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I mean, I'm not saying that they're playing to lose. I just don't got a lot of faith in their quarterback. I don't got a lot of faith in their offense without Carr. That's another thing. Like, not just the quarterback, but their offense without Carr. The way that they
Cam Jordan.
Necessarily think. I think their defense.
Yeah, Cam Jordan with the sack.
Yeah, I think their defense is really good. You know what I mean? I think their defense solid. I think. Come on, Cam. Come on, Cam. You ain't got to slam a man. But
hey, go down.
Yeah. Nah. It's okay. I would like to see.
Good way to use Chase, right? That was actually well designed. I think they used the hurry from Chase to actually get that sack.
Yeah.
Just let Chase go wild around the outside.
I would have liked Jaden to throw the ball to Brian Robinson right there. Jaden, just throw the ball to Brian Robinson in your check down.
He ain't have enough time.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Bruh, Chase was coming around that jump flying, bruh. He was trying to get clear of it.
No, he was trying to get clear of it to keep his eyes downfield. If he just throws the ball to that check down because it was man-on-man coverage, it was tight coverage. Don't try to keep looking for more stuff. Go and do what you got to do. Oh, that's a good play right there by McGee, man. I like to see McGee back on the field a lot more, man, and other things other than just special teams. That play that they had against Mikael Walker, that Alvin Kamara slant, man, I think McGee might have been a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
I don't want a rookie on Alvin Kamara.
No, I'm saying if you're gonna put Mikael Walker in, you might as well put, you know.
Mikael Walker's not a rookie.
I get it, but I think McGee got a lot of talent.
All right. So let's get the grades. Let's try to get a couple grades in. First drive, 3 and out. We had A by all the guys here. Second drive, touchdown for Washington, 12 plays, 56 yards. We gave an A on that one. The third drive, we didn't get grades on. 5 plays, 23 yards for the offense. What grade do you guys got on that? For the Saints offense, Washington defense after the touchdown. The ensuing drive after the touchdown, the Saints with 5 plays, 23 yards. What you guys got on that?
A-.
I'll go with an A platinum there too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go A platinum too. I'm gonna go A platinum there too.
Because it wasn't just they got loss of yards on that drive too though. Like they got 23 yards, but it's disruptive plays in that drive as well. The defense has been consistent the last few weeks, and you're gonna need that, like I said, because again, you don't have a lot of film on the quarterback that's playing today, so you can't just play this as if he's a nobody. Even though he is, in my opinion, you still have to play this as if they had Derek Carr right now. Until you find out what he's capable of or what he can't do, what he's comfortable with. I don't even think Lattimore has a eye on what this guy can do or nothing like that. Like even being in the building, I don't think he's been been there long enough.
Yeah, no.
Let me see y'all.
I agree with that. But the reason I gave him an A- because they did give up a very big play. So I don't like the fact that we do give up big plays, you know, and that's something that I'm gonna be very harsh on. If we give up a big play, that's gonna affect my grade as far as with the defense, because the defense plays phenomenally, but they'll give up a 30-yard play, they'll give up a 40-yard play. If you give up a 5 or 10-yard play, you give up a first down. To me, that's not a problem. That happens in drives, but don't give up no big gash. You know what I mean? Don't give up no big gash. Nah, we can't do that. Cam Jordan, wild as a mug, that they showing all the different what's her names, all his different not mug shots, all his different little photos for the how they present for the game presentation. Excuse me.
All right, you got a 3rd and 4 for New Orleans. Quarterback in shotgun, back to pass, looks to the right side, looks to the left. He is sacked. Oh, he gets out of the sack. And he scrambles, he throws it deep. It is intercepted. Yes, we got an interception.
Who is it?
Iggy. No, Sandstriel.
Okay, that's what's up.
With the pick. Big play 2 weeks in a row for Sandstriel. 2 games in a row, man. Got to shout out Sandstriel, man. Interception, Sandstriel.
God damn, it should have been Marshall Lattimore. But shout out to Sandstriel, man. Shout out to Sandstriel. I'm just trying to get my parlay through. You know what I mean? Like I've been saying AV and Roe. That's why I said I am very confident in this game right here against the Saints. I don't have a lot of confidence in his quarterback. So, I mean, Alvin Kamara would have to beat us by himself, and I don't think that that's going to happen.
Alvin Kamara is a heck of a talent, so I'm not gonna say it ain't gonna happen for sure. I
just understand that pressure was created by the rookie also.
Oh yeah, John Baptiste. That's exactly who it was.
Yes, sir.
And Sandstriel, good way to undercut Kamara.
Two rookies right there to making a play. I don't know about y'all, but I wanted to point out that I'd have to. Maybe I'm questioning Adam Peters a little bit. Just a tiny bit on the offensive side. If you don't have the injury to Lucas early, I don't know if Coleman plays as many snaps as he does as early as he does, because the line has been doing well, not talent-wise, just because the line's been doing well. Ben Sinnott has been basically used as a blocker.
Been good at
And
that, though.
McCaffrey is being used as a route runner that doesn't get thrown to. What I was getting to with Adam Peters is that I may have to question the offensive eye for talent at the moment. The draft picks that we've had, and or I'm going to assume what I said earlier, which would coincide with that, not earlier today, but earlier in the season, that this season is the precursor for what's to come. This is the season that implements or sets the tone for what's to come. The reason why I say this is because you have 2 third-round picks that are barely getting used that much. And third-round picks are high draft picks. Those are essentially, even though it's not the first day, to me those are first day picks. You know what I'm saying? Right. So to me, third-round picks are still first-day picks, even though they don't go on the first day. Those are the first picks that happen on the second day. They're just as important as the first 2 picks, the first 2 rounds. And seeing that everyone defensively has played this year, everyone that's been picked up defensively has made it to the field, even undrafted free agents. Offensively, though, our offensive guys have not seen as much action, and it's been in positions that we've needed. McCaffrey's a wide receiver. We've been looking for a number 2 the entire season. We've had to switch out the number 3 for several reasons, injury or just not catching passes and stuff like that. And yet we don't see a over usage in his touches or his field production in some way. For him to have scored as high as he did, as far as getting open and routes and stuff like that, I would have felt like you would have used that or taken advantage of that some more this season. I feel like a lot of other rookies who were picked within that range or under have been used. And it's just something I wanted to point out, something I've just kind of noticed with the offensive side of those picks.
I can agree with that, D.
Yeah.
That's a very good observation, I would say. Yeah. Very, very good observation.
Yeah, I definitely second that. You know, I'm not sure that Sinnett, like Ben Sinnett, I think should be used more. I think McCaffrey should be used more. Handed off, it is a keeper by Jaden Daniels. He's out of bounds on the 2nd and 10. He only gets 1 yard on that, man. This is dangerous territory. You're going to have a flag on the play. It might be a holding for Washington. That would put them back at 2nd and 19. Chase Young on the pursuit.
That was a really good
holding Washington.
That last defensive, that interception was like that.
No, yeah. Brian Robinson Jr. on the hold, number 8.
Coverage on that NO was good, was really good. Spencer Rattler will be playing over this guy right here. Y'all are tripping. Y'all are tripping.
Washington, 4 penalties for 33 yards. They're going to have to clean up these penalties moving forward in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I don't like that play. I don't like that play, man. I don't like it. Establish the run first.
Back to pass. Jaden Daniels on the 2nd down.
He should have handed it off.
Oh, it's a catch. Catch for Terry McLaurin. It looks like
that's what I was saying, Leo.
No, De'Ami Brown.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, just run it with the running back, bro. Like, Jaden is not the primary ball carrier, bro. I don't even like him running the ball on purpose. I like him running out of a pass play. That's way better to me because he's got more of an advantage. He can, you know what I'm saying? He can get the yards he wants. When you run with him on purpose, it feels like the team, and they're going to start hitting the quarterback on purpose. I've been telling y'all that's the way to stop that shit.
Yeah, but honestly, he should have just, even if you don't hand the ball off in that situation, he should have a pass option in that situation.
Jaden Daniels on the 3rd down. It is a catch. Jamison Crowder. I'm telling y'all now, Jamison Crowder, because he can beat man-on-man coverage like a guy I've never seen before. I'm talking about he's really good at breaking down man-on-man coverages, finding zones. He's really good at getting open. Yeah, I believe him and Jaden Daniels will find something great. I think that's a big upgrade over Zacchaeus, if you ask me.
I mean, De'Ami Brown, I'm going to be real. The more I see De'Ami Brown on the field, the better I like him. And Cowboys on the board. CeeDee Lamb, touchdown.
It's a handoff for McNichols. He loses one on the carry. When you look at the playoff picture, the Detroit Lions are number 1, Philadelphia number 2, Seattle number 3, Tampa Bay number 4. The Minnesota Vikings are number 5. Green Bay Packers are number 6. Washington is number 7. If the playoffs was to start right now, we would play the Philadelphia Eagles round 1.
Hey, that's a really good catch by Jamison Crowder. Going back to what you were saying, that's a really good catch by Jamison Crowder.
It was not.
Huh?
It was not.
What?
He caught the ball with his body and almost dropped it. The hit helped him keep the ball. Are y'all watching the same game?
But that's how Crowder catches the ball, though. He's just weird like that. But he always
body catches are not good catches, guys. Like y'all listen to wide receivers often. I'm sure y'all seen these podcasts that I've seen too. Body catches are not good catches. Was it an important catch? Yes.
Yes, bro. But what I mean by good catch, because if he could have dropped it. We had a lot of goddamn drops around here lately.
He just got hit.
Ball.
All right, I'm just talking for the fan that's actually watching the play and stuff like that. The ball, once he got hit, because he was bobbling the ball. Once he got hit, the ball went back into his hands.
Bruh,
the hit helped him catch the ball. We even going to name what's happening or what we want.
Daniels back to
I'm
pass.
cool with either one.
He scrambles to the right side. He's looking for a first down. He does not get it. We'll have a 4th. It looks like in 1 for Washington.
Does he listen to what I'm saying? And that's a really good
got it.
screen.
I don't gotta listen. You got it. It's a good catch. Good catch.
Good
catch. We going with unrealistic. Good catch. Move on. We moving on.
Oh no, Daniels get the first down. Looks like Daniels might have the first down.
How many drop passes? How many drop passes have we had around here lately? Just drops, straight up drops.
A lot.
And we been complaining about that the last couple weeks. For him to catch that, to me, I don't care how he caught it. He caught it, and guess what? That's a good catch because it's in contact and all that to me.
Hand it off up the middle. It's a run for, is that Crowder? Crowder again? Yep, Crowder on another touch. Man, I like it. I can have some confidence in Crowder, man.
On that play, Jaden Daniels stretched the ball out to get the first down. And the thing I like about Jaden, he'll switch hands. He stretched out with his left hand, even though he's a right-handed quarterback. He gets to the corner and stretches it out with his left hand.
That was a great savvy play. That was really savvy.
Huh?
No. My bad. I was just saying it's amazing how we can see details when we want to.
Oh man, here you go. I'm just saying the man caught the pass, man. I'm happy about
Amadi on the batted ball on the 2nd and 3 for Washington. You'll have a 3rd and 3 for Washington. Washington is deep in the New Orleans territory right now. They are in the red zone. Well, no, they're not in the red zone. They're at the 22-yard line, but they are approaching the red zone. 3rd and 3 for Washington and Cliff Kingsbury. This is a.
I like the running attack today. I like the fact that you're not trying to run to the strength. Do not run to Granderson. Granderson is going to make the play if you run the ball.
Back to pass. Jaden Daniels throws it over the middle. It's a catch for McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a one-handed catch down to the 1-yard line. No, Zach Ertz, but look like Zach Ertz is hurt. He is hurt. I can see it all over him. He is hurt. One-handed. He
Let's go, Ben.
You don't see Ben Sinatra.
Nah,
let's go, Ben.
We have 16 plays in New Orleans territory versus their 1 play in our territory. Defense has been balling. The defense has been balling. And the offense too.
Yep. So you have a 1st and 10 for Washington, deep in the territory of the New Orleans Saints. Man, it's a great drive so far. 1st and goal from the 3.
Great catch, Zach.
Do you guys, and we're going to predict this early. This is way too early prediction. Do you guys got Benson not actually stepping up to the plate and making an impact in the playoffs? What do you guys have on Benson not? Because he is about to get his chance.
I see what he's doing this season, but I'm hopeful.
I think we could play very well. I think Jesse Bates going to be more featured than we think. But
I'm about to say I think Bates might actually go to that spot because Sennett is too good of a blocker. Like, who do you put in a spot for him to block if you don't got him right there?
I think Zach Ertz. Hopefully, it's not his ribs didn't break or nothing like that. It's a stinger or something like that. But he went straight to his hip and then he went to his ribs. So it's somewhere around in that area.
I don't know. I don't think he's coming back. He got up mighty gingerly.
No, what I'm saying is that I'm hoping that it's not like a major injury. Maybe it's a stinger. Maybe he's gone for just a couple weeks.
Yeah. I'm definitely hoping for the best for Zach Ertz.
Yeah,
what I think is they'll probably do this the same way they did Daniels in that Panthers game.
Yeah.
If it's a game we feel like we can win without you, especially we get this score right here and we can stop them, you can go ahead and rest it up for the rest of the day.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now I don't think he comes back this game, especially if he don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
If he don't have to, I don't think he comes back this game.
Yeah, I don't think that I play Zach Ertz anymore in this game. Me personally, if I'm the coach, I can't say that I would do that. Especially if he's already kind of banged up. I get it. He's trying to get his numbers. He's trying to do whatever it is else that he's trying to do. But no, I don't know that I play him. I don't know that makes any sense to me.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that makes any sense to me. Shout out to everybody out there listening. This is the Nature Sports Podcast bringing you Washington Redskins football, man. You got Washington deep in New Orleans territory. DC takeover this weekend. Backyard band. Everybody down in New Orleans. Fake handoff. Jaden Daniels at the 10-yard line. Strike. Terry McLaurin touchdown. Terry's second touchdown of the game. 14-0 Washington.
Yeah.
Big time, baby. Big time. Big time. Big timing. 40 whining in New Orleans. Big time and 40 whining, man. We about to get some, man, you know what, man? I might say forget YouTube today, man, and play some Dagoon Cash Money records. Cash Money taking over for the 99 and 2000, baby.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know what we expected today. And I'm not trying to be, I think that their defense, like I said, the defense is good, and hopefully we could put up some points on this defense. But offensively, I mean, they ain't got a lot.
Can we get the shutout today? Are we rooting for the shutout? I'm rooting for the shutout. I'm personally rooting for the shutout. I think we've earned a shutout.
I'm rooting for it. I root for a shutout every single game until they score. Until they score. It's every game is a rooting for a shutout. So yeah, of course.
I'm definitely on my shutout time, man. I'm on my shutout time. I want a shutout. I'm tired of seeing these dudes score. I don't want to see him score no more. One game without a score, baby. We done been shut out a few times, so I need one of them get backs. You know what I'm saying? From one of them years when you had, what's my man's name? Tim Hasselbeck. Tim Hasselbeck at quarterback against the Cowboys, and I had to watch that 22-0 drubbing. Give me my money back. Let me get a shutout. Let me say we shut somebody out this year. Just one. You got to run up the middle, out to the 30-yard line. Big return for the Saints. Are we going to achieve the shutout? What is your guys' predictions? Yes or no?
I mean, yeah, I think we got a good chance. And like I said, Alvin Kamara is don't get me wrong, they got other weapons. But Alvin Kamara is the threat to me. So,
Yeah, Corey Joseph on the return. Jaden Daniels before the game was shooting basketball. He had a basketball that he worked out with this morning.
He been working out with the basketball last couple weeks. He working out with the basketball last.
You had a screen pass to Alvin Kamara on the right-hand side. He got 3 on the play. I don't know. 14-0. Not unlike what I thought we would see today. It's pretty accurate as to what I thought we would see today. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty to the point. Got a 2nd down and 7 for New Orleans from their own 33-yard line. It is one man in the backfield. It is a handoff to that guy who is Kamara. He gets 3 on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for the New Orleans Saints. Just to get you guys updated on some scores and highlights, we got the Texans up 10-3 on the Miami Dolphins. The Giants down 14-7 to the Baltimore Ravens. You have a 10-3 ball game for the New York Jets. The New York Jets are down to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Back to pass. You got a sack on the play. It looks like a sack. Yes, it is a sack. And it's Jeremy Chin and Bobby Wagner on the sack. I think that is a direct result for having Marshawn Lattimore, where now you could bring guys on 3rd down and you could play a little bit of man on man, at least on one side of the field. Okay,
Hey, Ro,
right.
great way of pointing that out.
You got a 7-0 ball game for the Kansas City Chiefs over the Cleveland Browns. Let's get point back in. Oh no, everybody's in. No, he's in. Man. Yeah. Okay, so you had to Kansas City.
No, I was saying great point to bring up about Lattimore being there.
Oh
Just like on the last sack just now, we're able to bring Chin down. What I told y'all to look out for against that Eagles game, we're able to play a totally different defense now that can stop a Saquon Barkley. I'm not saying keep him from under 100, but you can manage him to make them have to throw the ball. There's a one high safety on that play right there. We drop back some more, but you can show a one high safety show when you can.
Hold on, let's get Vito back in. Vito, we lost you, Vito. Let's get you back on in. Like Vito was saying, you can have one single high safety on that sack where you can just do more on defense with the Marshawn Lattimore, especially against the better teams. You have somebody who could match up better with the higher talent. You don't really have a mismatch there. Let's get Vito back in. Got you. You back in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you can really dive into it where you don't have an actual mismatch on the other side of the field. I think you really want to avoid that. Just moving right along, Dallas Cowboys out 10-0 on the Carolina Panthers. The Cincinnati Bengals are down to the Tennessee Titans 14-7 on that one. That is the last game on the board.
A little surprising.
Yeah, that is for me too.
Hey, Leo.
Yeah.
So I wasn't just talking out the side of my behind. The Pac-12 only has Shador.
No, they're not in the Pac-12 no more. That's another thing. Colorado is in another conference this year. They left the Pac-12.
And the Big 12 now. Oh, that's right. Everybody left the Pac-12.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to point out. Yeah, that's what I definitely wanted to point that out. Make sure I point that out. Yeah, the Colorado is no longer in the Pac-12. They are in the Big 12. Yeah, they're in the Big 12. They're in the better conference.
I mean, they played some pretty good competition from what it looked like to me. Not excellent, not like super easy or nothing, but I mean, I feel like that's a decent schedule.
Yeah, Devin Neal is a running back coming out of there. He's really good.
Man, Daniels to Terry McLaurin is becoming something special. I just would like to see it in the big game. That's all I'm asking. Y'all do this against the bad teams like it's running water. I need to see this against the Eagles, the better the Bucks, whoever that we might play. Jaden Daniels with a man in his face. He throws the second down throw to Brian Robinson, who gets 7 on the throw. It is a first down for Washington. No, well, they're saying third down for Brian Robinson. They say he didn't get the first. I'm not sure about that, but whatever. Washington, 3rd and 1. Jaden Daniels up in shotgun. It looks like a tight set. 2 and 2. One fullback, one running back, and 2 tight ends on the set. It's a tight set.
Y'all point out to me that I don't have a point. If y'all point out to me after looking at what I sent y'all and say I don't got a point, I will listen to all arguments and we'll take it however it comes.
All right, I'm about to look.
I'm not saying you don't have a point as far as Gentry being
the next best quarterback in the Big 12 being drafted this year is like in spot. I don't even know what his spot is. It's just bad. It's way down the list. Shador's at the top. It's not another quarterback for probably 25 players.
I can agree with that.
There's only one wide receiver up there. And against Arizona, he was not lined up against 6'5" McMillan the entire game. And their quarterback is an underclassman who isn't going to be asked by the coach to try to make a throw in your first fucking year being the quarterback. Pardon my French.
All right, you got a 3rd and 1. I don't know what this call was. Jaden Daniels with a great he breaks the tackle and gets the first down, man. Jaden Daniels, man. That was all Jaden Daniels. It was a broken play on a 3rd and 1. The guy gets a free guy coming. He grabs him. It is, I don't know who it was. He didn't get him. And Jaden Daniels runs through the tackle, man, and runs and gets a first down, Joe. Gaudy play by Jaden Daniels. Back to you, Vito.
No, I sent y'all the list. I ain't gonna make no big deal out of it.
What you said? What you were saying? Point. Do you have a response to the list that was sent by Vito? What's the response?
My response is that ain't that kid's fault. He went out there and played football, and you get credit for what you do on the field, and that's what he got credit for. Competition, I understand competition, right?
So a former Redskin quarterback that was drafted to us by, I can't remember his name, but you all should remember him, is Colt Brennan from the University of Hawaii. Threw for 5,200 yards, which was probably almost.
Oh, we lost Vito.
You broke up.
I think we lost Vito for a quick second. He will be back second. He basically was talking about Colt Brennan, who went to Old Dominion, and Colt Brennan threw for 5,200 yards, but the competition wasn't all that because he was at a school like Old Dominion. See if we can get Vito back as soon as possible. And I think he was going to make a point about Colt Brennan. I don't know what Vito's point's going to be, so therefore I'm not going to dive into that much. I will dive into the tickets though. How's your ticket looking so far? What you got on your ticket today? Until we get Vito back in.
Let me go to my board. Excuse me. Right now, let me pull everything up. Cause I just been watching the game, so I wasn't even checking my ticket too much. I ain't gonna hold you, but this is a good time to check it, I would say. Yeah, I mean that was a great play by Jaden Daniels, though, man. Shout out to Jaden Daniels, great play, because I mean, really breaking that tackle, that means a whole lot in that situation.
Absolutely,
that means a whole lot in that situation. I mean, Jaden Daniels been lights out, man. You can't really hate on that young man.
Yeah, really definitely. I mean,
but I'll say this: what is on my ticket, right, is Brian Robinson touchdown. Then I got Chase Young sack, and then I got Marshawn Lattimore interception, I got Travis Kelce over 5.5 receptions. I got Terry McLaurin over 4.5 receptions, and then I got Tyreek Hill over 5.5 receptions. That was a one of those tickets where I'm like, I'm gonna take all of this potential and just throw it all together, right? But I got another jump where I got Derrick Henry touchdown, Alvin Kamara over 31.5 receptions, Jalen Waddle over 31.5 receiving yards, Jalen Waddle over 56.5 receiving yards, Derrick Henry over 100 yards rushing, Olamide Zaccheaus 18.5 receiving yards. And then I got another ticket. And I got another ticket that got Kansas City minus 3.5 for that game. I got Carolina for the game, so that game don't look like it's going too well right now. Then I got Miami. I got Miami and the Texans over 46.5. I got us winning the game, and then I got Cincinnati for the win for that game. I didn't bet on them like on the
I felt like Cincinnati was a wild card, though. I felt like Cincinnati was a wild card.
It was just my 1 o'clock ticket. I needed another bet, and I just felt a little bit more confident in Cincinnati.
Daniels back to pass. Oh, he has a man on him. He is sacked again. It is a long play in the backfield, man. It is look like a 10-yard loss on a third down. Washington gonna have to punt on this drive. What do you got on this drive? I got an F. I got a flat. Yeah. No, I got a D minus. Let me say they did get 1 first down, so it accounts for a little something.
No, I give them an F because when you get your foot on their neck, you keep it on their neck.
I agree.
We've been talking about this. We've been talking these teams. You don't play down to these teams.
Give Vito back in.
You get them where you want them, and you gut punch them, and you end the game.
I agree.
You gut punch them, and you end the game.
We got Vito back in.
So I don't know.
Whenever you're ready, Vito, to continue on some of what you were saying. Got a punt down to the 25-yard line. Return. He's out to the 30.
Yo.
It's out of bounds. Just go ahead, back to what you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying you got a gut puncher, man. If you get him to that point, man, you got to finish him. So that's why, I got to give him an F for that last drive. I have to.
Hey, man, Saints defense ain't bad, man.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, like, when you get a team where you want them, you gotta demolish them, man. You gotta stop on them. And that last
I think it's a little bit of forcing Jayden to be ready for certain situations. I still be taking into account that he a rookie, and I feel like Cliff be kind of like once you comfortable, like, man, he can do anything. I'm just put him in any situation. It's like, just run the ball, bro. Like, I don't care if y'all punt the ball, but run it. Do what the Philadelphia Eagles are doing because it's smart. It's not just tactical for them, but it's smart. A pack of bamboo classics. It's just smart, bro. You can give me 2.
Yeah.
They've been running the ball pretty well. You know what I'm saying? You don't have Eckler, but you can definitely dump in Rodriguez or McNichols just to give B-Rob a spell if you need to. But you can run whatever passing plays you want when they have to account for the running plays.
No, I get what you're saying, bro. I'm just saying, like, you gotta. The reason I'm saying this is because we have been a team that's let play down to the competition. This is not a time where I want to play down to the competition. And not saying that the Saints is worse competition, but record-wise, we have a better record than them. We are higher than them in our conference. We supposed to put our foots on their neck if we got a chance to go up 21-0.
You're not that team yet. You got to remember this team is just now learning how to win. These guys have not been a winning franchise for a while, and learning how to win is a skill set in its own too. You know what I'm saying? Putting people away, maybe that's a skill set that we got to see if Cliff Kingsbury can develop that. But I've never really seen him put anybody away. You know what I'm saying? Like the Mariotas against the Panthers was probably the biggest put away game. That and the Browns was our put away games for the season. I do think and agree with you totally that teams that are down, you just got to take advantage of. You do have to step on their necks. I don't know if Cliff has developed that attitude yet. Like, that's the one coach on the staff that I don't know if he has that type of attitude yet. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he can't do it. I just think it's something that you have to develop. Losing those games in the division, I always say it's going to develop that love-hate relationship. It's going to develop that relationship where it's like, you know what? These guys are on my head. They at my necks about what I can or cannot do. Once he's confident in every piece that we have, we'll see more, I believe. If not, then Dan and them are going to have to do the hard job that Rivera and them didn't do last year and get rid of them sooner than later so we don't have to deal with that.
Yeah. The Cardinals, we put the Cardinals away pretty good too. Back to pass. Rattler, he throws it over the middle. It is incomplete pass. Is that Rattler? That's Brett Rattler? The guy from this year? Is that him? I haven't even been saying this guy's name for the Saints quarterback. I'm gonna go ahead and get his name up, man. Just for a little bit, because he ain't earned no name calls yet. Hayner is the quarterback for the New Orleans Saints today. So yeah, I'm not going to be saying his name. I just wanted y'all to know. But I'm not going to be saying his name. He's going to be the quarterback until he does something worthy of me saying his name. Now, 2nd and 10. The quarterback throws a screen pass. It gets up. He gets about 4 on the carry. It will be a 3rd and 6 for the New Orleans Saints. 1:19 left in the second quarter. Washington up 14-0. Washington could well be on their way to its 9th win, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. I would personally like to see a skunk, not just a skunk, but a shutout today. I don't think these guys should score at all. They don't have a quarterback worthy of scoring, in my opinion. And so you should treat them like a high school team. You should be a playoff team. It's the fact that you should be so much better than them where they just don't score. You have a 3rd and 5, for the New Orleans Saints from their own 33-yard line. The quarterback back to pass, wide open. It is a catch. He gets about 7 yards on the catch. 1st down. Dante Pettis on the catch. Let's get Vito back in.
And this goes back to what I was saying, foot on your neck. When you get those teams like that, you cannot let them stay around. I mean, I get we up 14, but, if we go up 21, we could go really shut out type of thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
You go
I agree.
14 teams still got hope at 14.
Yeah, they still can run their playbook. Because if you get one touchdown, hey, you're virtually just one possession away from a tie ball game. Throws it underneath. It is a drop. 2nd and 10 on the play for the New Orleans Saints. Okay, so you have a 2nd and 10 for New Orleans from the 46-yard line. Back to pass, the Saints quarterback. He scrambles, he slips, he gets up, he runs, and he's still scrambling. He throws it out of bounds. Louisville on the pursuit. Yes, indeed. Shout out to everybody out there listening to the Nature Sports Podcast, bringing you the Washington Redskins and the New Orleans Saints. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. If you're watching on YouTube, we're going to make sure we get y'all up. Yeah, make sure y'all still up over there.
I mean, that was good pressure by Deron Payne. You got to get that sack, but that was really good pressure by Deron Payne.
You had a near interception by Sandstreet, almost got his second one. 4th and 10 for New Orleans. They'll have to punt.
I mean, Deron Payne, you got to get that sack, but I mean, almost, man. That was really good pressure.
Yeah, that was a good series by the defense. After a little bit of a hiccup, Jamison Crowder lets it go. They tap it. They get it at the 2-yard line. But Crowder definitely tried to have them avoid getting anything, you know. Redskins ball up 14-0, deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Washington right now is 4th in the NFL, and in points, 5th in yards. 12 plays of 40+ yards. That is also 5th in the NFL. Last season, Washington was 5. Sorry, it was 5 away from the bottom. Most 40-point games this season, Washington is 2nd in the league with 3. The Detroit Lions is 1st with 4. Hands it off up the middle. Gets out of the end zone. It looks like Jeremy McNichols on the carry. 41 seconds left in the quarter. Washington uses their final timeout on the play. (19 minutes of possession for Washington to the Saints, 9 minutes of possession. I think one of the easy ways to win is to control the time of possession. If you have the ball more, you're normally going to score more. Let's get Vito back in. Yes, D got Vito back in.
Yep.
2nd and 5 for Washington, 14-0. 43 seconds left. Washington deep in their own territory. They just used their final time out, so I don't expect they'll try to do much on this drive. I don't know if I even agree with them doing much with this drive, being at their own 5 and having no timeouts. Jaden Daniels over the middle is a catch to Torrey McLaurin. He gets out to the 19-yard line. That should be the last play of the half. No, it is not. Terry gets up, runs the ball. They are in hurry-up offense. I don't know if I agree with this. I don't know that you need this. 14-0. Back
you
to
get
pass.
the ball back.
Yeah.
Throws it over the middle. It is a catch. Benson Knott gets rocked. He is tackled for a 1-yard catch. No, that was McCaffrey. 8 seconds left. 5 seconds left. That's the last play of the half. I don't know what they were doing anyway.
I don't understand that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we all in agreement on that. Like, if you want to do it, what the hell was that?
Jaden Daniels right now, 17 for 19, 141, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions for Jaden Daniels.
Leo was pretty warm in that dome, ain't it?
Yep, I told you. I told you I was with you on this week, bro. I was with you on this week.
Keep that man on the inside. Man, schedule us for all dome games in the second half of the season.
Hey, they might as well build a dome here. Y'all about to
no, but hey, look, if that's the quarterback of the future, you might need to make a double stadium. Make one with the
retractable roof.
Yeah.
21-7, Baltimore over the Giants. The Chiefs 14-0 over the Browns. The Dolphins 6-10 over the Texans. The Jets losing to the Jaguars 7-13. Washington up 14-0 on the Saints. What do y'all got for the first half?
I'm satisfied. I do wish it was more, but I think that's just a fan being a fan. I'm satisfied. 14-0 is comfortable. You get the ball back in the second half. The one thing about this staff that I think so far, they're not really a step on your neck type of staff. say what y'all like, and I'm not disagreeing with anybody if they have a different take. I just don't feel like the Giants, for instance, they're in our division. They're having one of the worst seasons out of the worst seasons that they've normally had in the last few years. And I think that's a team that even if they had a good defense, you had an opportunity to step on their necks. I think they gracefully allowed them to bow out and was like, all right, we'll take the dub. You guys don't want to win. All right, cool. We'll move on. And these guys weren't a part of that bludgeoning that some of these players were here for last year. Right. And when you aren't here to see or experience that, you kind of play towards what you're catered to. And I know Dan's been in Dallas, Joe Witt's been in Dallas, and outside of that Green Bay game in the playoffs and the Saints, I believe, or the Broncos during the earlier part of the first year or second year that they was there, those are kind of like the only two blowouts they've experienced while they were there. And neither one of them are against a rival team. So, I mean, maybe the Cowboys are because of the McCarthy thing and everything, but they technically aren't against a rival team for Quinn. And I don't know if he's been anywhere else long enough to make those personal. Like maybe the NFC South should be personal, like the Bucks. But again, I felt like we should have won the first game of the season if those games are remnant of where your rivalry stems from. So without those guys experiencing the losses that we did last year and how this team lost and the types of losses we took, I don't know if we get the revenge that I feel like us as fans deserve. Like winning against them is good. That's a way to start. But how we lost those games last year, even when we had bad teams, we didn't lose like that. And I just don't know if these guys understand how much the fan base also needs wins like that. Like when teams are bad, like if you don't beat the Cowboys and the Eagles the way that I'm saying, or the way that they did the previous year, then you have to at least beat the teams like the Titans and the Saints and the Panthers when they're bad. You got to beat them and get either the shutout or a 40-7, a 38-0, 38-3. Like those wins have to happen more against teams that you have to beat in order for me to say, okay, we can kind of not forgive, but kind of get past the way that season ended last year. I think by losing like that, that's why it's Super Bowl or nothing in a lot of sense to a lot of fans, because of the way that we got beat. It's a clear embarrassment to the franchise. Let's say that it's a clear embarrassment. It was not something that the franchise has ever done before, in my opinion. I've never seen a tanking season by us, whether I understood it or not. I've never seen us do that, and that's a hard loss for 20-year plus fans to watch something like that purposely happen or feel like it was purposeful. You know what I'm saying? So I think this staff has to understand the meaning of the wins and stepping on their neck. Like the meaning of the wins mean a lot more than the actual wins sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. Got Big Son in the building. Halftime. Let's try to get Big Son's take on what you got going on. Man, let Big Son introduce himself to the fans that don't know him. So, the fans that do know him can rock with him. What you got?
Yo, it's your boy, Big Son in the building. I'm glad to be here. I just celebrated my big 40th birthday on Wednesday of last week.
Yes,
sir. I'm energetic about life, man. It just resurged something in me. I don't know what the feeling was when I turned 40, but I'm glad I turned 40, and I'm glad to be here. Yes, sir.
Indeed, man. Happy birthday to Big Son, man. Happy birthday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Make sure y'all
Thanks, man.
For the people out there. Yes, indeed. Yeah, yes, indeed. What you got on this game so far?
I personally just got tuned in because I was doing some running around with my family. We were supposed to go hang out, but I got called into work, so I'm on my way home now. But I caught the tail end. Man, is Terry scary or not? I'm starting to believe, and y'all should believe that man is scary. You hear me? Very scary. Terry is playing his ass off today. Excuse my language. Playing his ass off today. And that's the type of, remember, Ro, when we was talking, I said, for him to be a dog, he's going to have games where he just takes over. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of those games. So big up to Terry. McLaurin is well-deserved, long overdue, and just at the right time.
Yeah, I must agree with you there. Yeah. Terry has stepped it up to another level. Let me ask you this about Terry. Do you think this is going to translate to the Eagles games and more of the higher competition games where Terry is playing?
I honestly think so. It's not like Terry just woke up and decided to be great. He's already done it to the Eagles, not with multiple touchdowns, but like spectacular plays. Even in the first game, I believe last year with Sam Howell, he played good in that game. We just didn't come up with the win. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's going to play real good against our the rest of the games that we have against competition. You know, being the Eagles, Cowboys, and I think he's really going to be big in the Atlanta game. So that's 4 games coming up for Terry to be as scary as he could possibly be. You know what I'm saying? And I got faith in him. I believe in him. Yes, sir. I definitely do.
Absolutely. Let me ask you, what has been generally your concern of the game? It is your concern coming to fruition. We are the favorites here, so a lot of times we have some concerns. What is your concerns? What were your concerns going into the game, and how do you feel about those now? After the first half.
You asking me or the board?
Big time. Well,
okay.
I want to ask you because just kind of get you caught up. I've already got these questions.
My fear before the game was I didn't want this to them to fall into the trap. You know what I'm saying? Because you can easily look at this game and say, "Hey, man, we can take them. Their quarterback ain't healthy." You know what I'm saying? Their running back might play, might not play. The fuck? He might play, he might not play. So you know what I'm saying? My thoughts before the game was like, don't fall into the trap because you can easily fall into this trap. And the fact that they didn't fall in the trap and that they are playing good gives me a little insurance, I guess. But at that same token of time, we only got 14 points. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I would say, I'm not going to say the Saints are as bad as the Titans. No, no way, form of fact. I'm not going to say that. But their quarterback play, and that means you should have had more chances to possess the ball, and more chances to possess the ball should have put you in the end zone more than twice in the first half. Because we scored 28 points? No, 21 points in the first quarter, and about 20 at like maybe the second minute or the third minute mark in the second quarter was when we scored 28 points. So I want to see consistency. You know what I'm saying? I want to see consistency. If we're going to be hopping all on people's heads, let's hop all over everybody, not just one team. You know what I'm saying? Hop all over everybody with the same intent.
The other team got to be just as bad as the last, though. And this team is not as bad as the Titans are.
I can agree with that.
But I do agree with you.
No, I agree, Vito. I'm just saying that their intentions have to be bad intentions toward the other team every play. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was talking about before you got on here. I don't know if this coaching staff has bad intentions yet. I honestly think this season. No. I don't think in total. I think maybe there's a plan for that. I really think that this season is a free season for the squad, bro. I know nobody wants to hear that, and then that's not necessarily something that's encouraging. But this is the set the tone season. This is the season that I get on film all of the things that I want players to be able to do. This is not the final roster. This is not even a roster that I want everybody to get adjusted to because there's going to be some new players here. There's going to be some people let go. There's going to be some switches. But I think that they needed a really good core of what they wanted to do on film so that you have something to show the players coming in, something to work towards. With that said, I don't know if all of these games are getting called to the best of their ability because I'm not sure if we're satisfied as a staff with where every position is technically.
Yeah, I can definitely say I agree with that. Well, one of those positions, mainly in my eyes, has been that safety position. Like, it's so much uncertainty right there when it doesn't have to be. When we have a guy like Dark Force on the sideline, and y'all people watching our broadcast might say, they keep screaming dog. They keep screaming dog. Yes, Dark was the best thing we had at safety for a while since he's been here.
No,
and he's better than Butler.
He was one of them, but he wasn't. Cam Ward was better than him. Cameron Curl was better
at his position. At his position.
They both played the same thing for the most part because they was interchanging both of them spots. When we got Quan is when they was able to let Dirk stay at the strong jump because Quan could swap out with Curl in certain situations. But I'll say that you don't get as much Percy Butler on the field with Lattimore out there. Lattimore allows you to kind of roll your coverage to one side. Like I said, I haven't seen us in one safety looks a lot this year, and we've been in one safety looks this game. They haven't targeted against Lattimore yet, in my opinion, but I have to go back and look at the numbers, but I don't think they've targeted against him yet. Maybe that's some favoritism or, just understanding the player that you're going against, being that that's his former team, and it's the backup quarterback to the backup. So I don't know if you tried that right offhand. Completely understood with that. But for Washington, what they're able to do is put more focus on Alvin Kamara in the running game because now you have a safety that's playing closer to the box. What I like about that is our later competition is going to be against the Cowboys again. Rico Dowdle's playing well. And you have Saquon Barkley with the Eagles who's playing well. The Falcons have turned into a running, depending on who's working for them type of team. But because Kurt has thrown so many interceptions in the last couple of games, I feel like they're going to try to run the ball as well. So having Lattimore allows us to be able to at least line up on downs where we feel like they're going to run. It allows us to put a safety there to kind of cover those parts. That's something that we haven't been able to do the entire season. We haven't even been able to do that in preseason. So that's a change in look that we're able to give this late in the season that may be beneficial to us come playoff time.
Yeah, yep. And that's what me and Ro was talking about, like being consistent in what you're doing. So like me and Ro had this conversation offline. This team has to treat every game from here on out like a playoff game. Like you're facing elimination. So that gears you up for the playoffs already. So by the time you get to the playoffs, it's not like you gearing your, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we're facing this. You know what I'm saying? When you're there now, but it's not like, oh, I'm not geared up. I'm not ready for this. If you start preparing now, even though we only got three more games. So treat these games like playoff games. So when you get in the playoffs, it's nothing new. You got a rookie quarterback, one that needs that type of atmosphere in them games. He needs that type of feel so he can do good in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And man, Robert's talking about this is the thing about the playoffs. We ain't trying to go to the playoffs just to get sent home. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that ain't what it's about. If we gonna go, let's go in there and wreak havoc. You know what I'm saying? Not getting sent home the first round or whatever. Nah, let's go out there and do something and act like we know what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So moving forward, if this team plays like every game from here on out is a playoff game, they could really put momentum on their shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we have Washington who receives the ball first in the second half. They get the ball out to the 31-yard line. Jaden Daniels is in shotgun. He did start the second half. I'm not, I don't think he should have taken him out. Handed off to Brian Robinson up the middle. I agree with Big Son, though. I don't want to see, and we talked about this. I want to see Jaden Daniels in playoff mode. And if he doesn't know what playoff mode is, we have enough wins that you've gotten early in the season where you can show him now because the games aren't as pressure games. This is not a super pressure game. This is a team you should easily beat. Not to say that whatever, but they have a third string or second string quarterback. A second string quarterback who probably should be a third string quarterback.
No, he is third. Taysom Hill.
No, he's third.
Okay, so
he's third.
Okay, so he's an actual third string quarterback. This is a good game to get your quarterback prepared for playoff competition and for you to do a sort of a dress rehearsal for the playoffs. I think that Jaden Daniels up the middle on the run on the second down. It looks like he slides early. Are they going to give him the first? Maybe, maybe not. It'll be a minimum of 3rd and 1. Yes, it's going to be 3rd and 1 for Washington.
So the stat that just popped up on the screen is part of what I was just saying earlier. This team since 2020 is 4th worst in the NFL in records in December. We haven't won a consecutive game in December since 2020. So, yes, I want to step on the other team's neck. I want to destroy them. But like I said, this team is learning how to win. They're learning how to be a winning team. And that's a process. And I don't want us to rush past the things that we're going to need to beat the team that we're talking about trying to beat later on down the line.
I agree. You do. It's a third and inches for Washington.
Great analysis.
Kept a keeper for Jaden Daniels who gets the first down.
Yeah, great
I
run.
will say that.
Great run. Great
but
run.
Let me say this. You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose. You get into the playoffs. You are going into the playoffs with nothing to lose.
You do, Ro. You have something to lose. You got to understand that this. Okay, so let's give it an example. Let's say that you lose one more game. You lose that Titans game instead of winning the Titans game. So that's after a bye week, and you lose that game. Every game from there on out is a pressure game, whether the other team is in that situation or not, because though you have to win in order to secure going to the playoffs. Right now, with this win right here, you almost secure your destiny of making that last playoff spot. Even though you 7th at the spot right now, you can make that last playoff spot if you were to lose out 2 games or the last 3 games after being a 9-win team. There's almost mathematically.
What I meant by nothing to lose, I said if you were to make the playoffs, once you're in, you have nothing to lose because you're on your first year of an investment with this regime. Other teams are on their 3rd year, 4th year, 5th year with their, that they've invested with the group that they have or with the coach that they have. You got to throw for. It looks like
I
Brian Robinson. So
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
Yeah, so you really don't have nothing to lose. If y'all go out the first round, most fans would be satisfied with that.
Great pass to Zacchaeus. That's what I'm talking about, bro. He can do that so much. Just drop back and throw the ball. All them fancy reads and stuff like they don't gotta do that, bro. The kid got an arm, bro.
Don't have to.
This is a
kiss
rifle.
Just kiss it,
oh my gosh, bro, that was perfect. Like on Madden, you want to do that when the man clears the other route. That is a perfect throw to Zacchaeus. Perfectly timed and everything. That was really good.
I want to recognize Alontae Taylor too for the Saints. He's a defensive player that's been really stand out. He's a rookie. He's been really stand out for them.
Brian Robinson with the screenplay for about 20. Oh my gosh.
It's a great play by Robinson. I agree.
Great play design too.
Yeah.
Great play design, Cliff.
Yeah, that was a really great play design. Hey, Cliff you got to give Cliff his flowers on that.
That was a good one.
Back to pass.
That play right there shows my point about Chase. His hustle.
First down, Washington. First and goal for Washington at the 9-yard line. They are deep in New Orleans territory, about to go up 21-0, threatening to go up 21-0. But as you were saying, Vito, my bad.
Nah. I was talking about Chase's hustle on that screenplay. You get upfield, you can stop that play before it got 20 yards.
This is Chase Young. Chase Young gonna get up that checkbook and chase that checkbook down.
I believe Chase only has a 1-year, $13 million deal here, so he may be a free agent as well.
We have 14 touchdowns in the red zone in the last 16 drives.
I wouldn't mind that. I know y'all might think I'm crazy. I know I sounded crazy.
I wouldn't mind him coming back.
I wouldn't mind
him already said it, Vito.
Because
Ro already said it, Vito.
They would rotate him, and the amount of pressures that he gets, they wouldn't force him to play on a lot of running downs. And I think he's good on the run, but I think that not having him play every snap would benefit him.
I think we could use him in the run support, though.
I think we could use him in the pass rush support
and the pass rush too. Yeah.
I think in running plays, yes, he does get people in the backfield, but after he gets past them, you got to get somebody. But Louisville and Wagner
hand it off up the middle. Brian Robinson gets down to the 1-yard line, so you're gonna have a 3rd and goal for Washington from the 1-yard line.
Yeah, Quinn and Whit will have to work that lazy bone out his body though.
Nah. What you get from him when he on the field is all you need. Once you take him out, because here's the thing, that's what's gonna happen before he even gets signed. I believe that's going to be addressed in the conversation room. They're not coaches that don't see what I've already saw. And they are 2 defensive coaches, so I know that they saw that. And that would be that before you even came back here, that would be the question I believe would be asked of you. Are you ready to do the work? We can get, because at that point we don't need Micah Parsons. I believe Chase Young.
You had a sack on the 3rd down. It's a sack. Cameron Jordan with the sack.
Why would you
Jordan
drop
is
back and
wreaking
pass
havoc.
right there? Why are you dropping back and pass on the 1 yard line?
It was a play action. I mean, Cameron Jordan was all over.
This is the fancy stuff I'm talking
And they
about.
had a tight end on Cameron Jordan blocking.
They have not stopped us in the backfield in this drive running. Why would you throw the ball right there?
Cameron Jordan is too smart for that.
Cliff Kingsbury.
Thank you, Ro. Thank you, Ro. Thank you,
Come
Ro.
on, man.
Thank you,
What the
Ro.
fuck is you doing?
Yeah, Cameron Jordan is too smart for that.
That's the wrong side to run it to at that. But I told you Granderson is really good. So I just don't. Yeah, Granderson beat his man too. Oh, if you handed it off, it's a touchdown.
It's a touchdown, right?
It's a touchdown if you hand the ball off, Cliff.
Yeah.
I was about to say after Cliff called that play with the screen, I was about to say it's a good play, but Cliff need to learn how to be consistent.
Just run it.
He's not consistent a lot of times.
It's a touchdown.
Yeah.
B-Rob is going to truck whoever that safety is or give him the shoulder. He's going to get in 6 or they're going to push him in. You don't run that, bro.
Yeah.
You asking for trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Bad play call.
You're just asking for it.
We got points out of it because of where we were on the field. I'm gonna get that drive. I'm being hard here, so please mind my grade. I'm only going to give it a C. I'm only giving it this, and it's not because of the players. That is a coach's grade there. The coaches kept you out of the end zone. This is still a game that the Saints can feel like they can run whatever they want. It's the third quarter. That's the first drive after halftime. They're not out of this game. A score, even if it's a field goal, is still something that makes them feel promised. 21 points ends whatever they're trying to do with Kamara. This is now a drop back game, and you can possibly get your shutout in that way. I don't like that, bro. Because again, this seconds and goes with my point that I said we're not ready to step on people next yet. We're still learning how to win. Even for Cliff, with a role, mind you, he was in college last year. Everybody. Remember, for the same thing I said about B-Enemy, when you get demoted, it says a lot. These are things that are deficiencies that may have kept you from being able to win as a head coach. I'm being hard on you because, again, it's crunch time. This is too far down in the season to be trying to give you a pass. I was able to do that in the first 3 to 6 weeks, 3 to 8 weeks, because there was time for us to see what you were able to do. This is bad when you're in scoring position to be able to score. I don't care about early scores in the season. Everybody's getting used to it. Everybody knows what they're doing in week 14 through 17. Everybody. I don't care if you're losing on purpose or not. Everybody knows what their assignments are and what they're supposed to be doing, unless you're a new guy on the team.
Yeah, I agree with Vito. What y'all got on that drive, Point? What you got on that drive?
I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna give it a B, man. I'm gonna be real. We drove down the field.
That was a 90+ yard drive. It's a great drive, but
it would have been an A. It would have been an A. It would have been a clear A.
Clear.
Yeah, it'd have been a clear A, but realistically,
let me move that up to a B. My fault, Leo. Only because the field goal kicker made it and we was having field goal problems. But I really want to get at a bad grade.
Me too.
I'm just being honest, bro. I do. I'm sorry.
I want to give it a D. But
I'm see now we thinking because I was going to go there.
I was about to say I'm giving them a D. I'm not even holding back. I'm giving them a D because of Cliff and because of them.
I mean, they drove down. That's why I said I'm not going to.
I don't care. Y'all play as a team. You win as a team. You lose as a team. D.
But
they didn't the same way that Spencer Rattler's in the game too. Now, guys.
To give a scoring drive.
I know this is my guy right here.
D. That was a clear-cut touchdown drive. Not a field goal drive. D. Sorry.
Yeah, you got to reward your players after going 90 yards. 90 yards is a lot to do in the NFL today.
Yeah.
They almost asking you to start at midfield because of the way the new kickoff rules is. So a 90-yard drive is supposed to end in a punt for the defense. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. So when you get all the way down into the red zone and you're on the 1, you got to score. I'm sorry. Score a touchdown.
You got to score. You got to score.
I give it a B minus based on the non-score at the 1. I don't like non-scores at the 1 because I always feel like you should be able to just do some sort of formation and get enough room to just
by not running. I'm sorry, bro, because this is how much this pissed me off. By not running, you take away your 4th down, which you're number 1 in the league in 4th down conversions. Yeah. You take away your best down by running that play. That was just dumb, bro.
Yeah, I don't agree with you.
Oh my goodness.
I'm with y'all. We got a holding on the 2nd down and 10, which was declined. I'm not sure I would decline that there.
Third and 10. No. I only agree with that because their offense hasn't moved the ball. But I'm with you on that. I would have pushed them back.
Yeah. Second and 20 is a lot different than 3rd and 10 in my opinion.
You don't want a chunk play though to give them a because 3rd and 10 is 3rd and 10 though. That's still 3rd and 10 in the league. It's still a low percentage down.
But I don't see me personally. I don't got them getting 10 yards on the second down. So I always feel like we're gonna end up in the plus because of it.
Oh, good.
3rd and 10, first down, Saints.
Flag.
First down, Saints.
I knew it.
That was a bad call. I'm gonna have to get that to Dan Quinn. You should have took the yards because if he catches that ball,
holding on the offense. Oh,
you got to hold.
3rd down again. They declined it.
Again?
No, that was the play before that, Vito.
They just did it. It's 2 plays in a row. They got a holding.
Oh, they got another holding.
Yeah, I thought it was a pass interference on the 3rd and 10.
No, that's 1st and 10 Saints. 1st and 10 Saints. They just handed it to Kamara. Kamara's up to the 45-yard line, 44-yard line.
That's crazy.
You should have took them yards. I feel like
both times. It would have been third. It would have been 2nd and 30.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like I'm a little confused at this point. These guys, this ain't their first rodeo. Cliff, you was a head coach. Like what? Y'all can't put your heads together and think straight. Like,
no. Listen. I agree with everybody on the panel. I will say the reason why they did that is because of the previous unsuccess that the Saints have had on that down. On 3rd down, we've been getting them off the field. I would say though that this is a different quarterback than the one that was in the first game. I mean, the first half.
I agree.
So that's why I would have took the yards. I would have put them
start by the Saints. I want a shutout. So I'm just going to do it because that enhances the chances for a shutout as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Spencer Rattler being in the game, bro. He is a starting NFL quarterback. The other quarterback, nobody knows who he was.
I agree with that. I'm not the biggest. I did not have Spencer Rattler as being high on the draft board when he came out, but he's going deep. It is a catch.
I'm telling you, Spencer Rattler is a baller, bro.
Catch. I did not have it to I mean, it was a great catch by Scantling. Oh my goodness. Like, I don't know how he came up with that. I don't know how Chin, it looked like Chin let him catch that. I don't know how he did it. Rattler just threw it up. Payne had good pressure. Yeah, that was on Chin.
This is a bad defensive drive because they've had 3 penalties so far this drive, and they still in scoring position. And you declined 2 penalties that would have gave you 20 yards.
Yeah, that was on Chin. You got 3rd down and throw. They trick play. They going deep, looking for a touchdown. They didn't get it. No, he did get it. Catch, touchdown, Alvin Kamara. On a flea flicker.
Chin could have cleaned Scanlon up, and he did not.
It all started with Quinn when Quinn decided not to take what's his name? Just like the Eagles game started when Quinn decided not to kick the field goal.
Not Jeremy Quinn. Who is that?
Dan Quinn.
Jaquan Martin. No, Jaquan. They went for the interception instead of the hit. Jaquan Martin could have blew Scanlon.
That's not a touchdown. They're gonna call that back. That's not a touchdown. He only got 1 foot down from what I'm seeing. Oh no, he got both. They're gonna give it to him. He got both. Look like he got both.
I don't think so.
Yeah, touchdown. They called it touchdown.
Yeah, that's a catch. That's a touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
What y'all got on that drive?
Oh, they trying to say he didn't secure the catch until the second hand got on the ball, but that's a touchdown. I'm not even gonna look at that like that. That's an F on the defense.
Yeah, that's an F. Yeah, that's a catch. Anyway, he has possession of the ball with 1 foot in the end zone. That's a touchdown. You don't have to have 2 feet in the end zone once you got the ball in the end zone with possession.
No. They were reviewing it because he had the one when they had the ball in the one hand. They was making sure he had the ball. But that's why I said I wouldn't even have reviewed it. I would have just gave him a touchdown. Yeah, I got worked on that.
Yeah, I got a good old fat F for me. It's a good old fat F flag.
And why that touchdown meant so much, like I said.
Yep. That's a sort of alarming, that the defense gave up something now. But let's see how this works.
I mean,
well, your coach gave up something on offense and defense right there. That entire transition happened because of your coaching. Bad third down call put you in a messed up fourth down where you got to kick a field goal where you could have at least went forward on 4th and inches because Brian Robinson doesn't lose any yards if you hand the ball off in that play because from what we saw he doesn't lose any yards if he doesn't score right there. At worst, you go to 4th down, which is your biggest down. If you don't get it by some chance, they are on the inch or 1 yard line at worst. You still are in a great situation for your defense. They just got 2 holding penalties on the first 2 plays, which would have meant that it would have been a safety or possibly a sack if they did not try to run the ball. All things moving in the advantage of your defense. You come back now after not taking those penalties, and they end up scoring a touchdown. You just literally gave up 7 on your end and gave up 7 on that end. That's a 14-point swing. You minus the fact that we lost. You take away the 3 because we kicked the field goal. That's an 11-point swing and before the 4th quarter's over. I mean, before the 3rd quarter's over.
Very true.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's not going to work.
I said when Spencer Bradley came in the game, it's a different game. Shawty's played in the NFL before. Whether he's great or not is not the point. It's a coach who's trying to win. I said the Saints are $75 million over the cap. They can't afford to just lay down and lose on purpose.
McCaffrey on the return. McCaffrey gets out to the 32-yard line. I actually like him in that run. I want to see Crowder more in it though because he has the experience. But I don't mind McCaffrey.
Like I said, based on the way that they coaching it, in my opinion, I really feel like you're putting players in positions to see what they're going to do. This is so far down in the season that this is not the time when you're trying to figure out who's good at what. I think you should already know that. Again, this is game time evidence against, another team other than who you're practicing against. So you definitely need that. I'm not against that. But he should have let that go out of bounds too. Yeah, McCaffrey should have let that one go out of bounds. It would have been at the 40.
It is a tackle, an early tackle. It looked like Cam Jordan on the tackle. Oh, fumble. Zacchaeus fumble. Washington got the ball back. Bad. Y'all got to be careful with that Zacchaeus, man. DeMario Davis said the Saints came up with it.
Derek Forrest was on the field that play. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, his elbow was down. He was down. That was that wasn't Zacchaeus. No, that was Zacchaeus, but his elbow was down. No, that was Robinson. His elbow was down. That was Robinson.
Derek Forrest was in on that touchdown play.
Oh, was he?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So that's good to get Forrest and Lattimore out there together. I think that could be real impactful for the playoffs. You got a throw by Jaden Daniels to catch Terry McLaurin for 22 yards.
Good gracious, shorty.
Strike.
Terry unstoppable, man. And with him and Jaden, man.
How was your weekend?
Strike.
You know that when you came in, Bama.
Yes, indeed. Washington up. It looks like at the 40. On the other side of the field, they're at the 44-yard line of the Saints. Handed off to McNichols. He gets nothing. No, that was Rob. B-Rob. He gets -1. Cam Jordan is starting to take over this game. You got a second touchdown by the Dallas Cowboys. Get Big Son back in. You got a second touchdown by the Dallas Cowboys, up 17-7. Same score as we got here. Cowboys over the Panthers. Us over the Saints.
That's a quality catch and throw right there to Daniels. I mean, to Eagles too.
Yeah.
Handed off up the middle. Robinson loses another 5-4. Cam Jordan again. No,
know
it's
why
that
they
guy.
keep
No.
running.
It's
Grady.
Demario Davis. Demario
Oh.
Davis. So it will be a third, and it looks like 18, 17 or 18.
Pointing in the wrong direction.
Jalen Tolbert scores this week.
Sorry, 14. Third and 14.
I tell you,
14.
Vegas, boy.
Back to pass, Jaden Daniels. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he had no time there. Oh, Jaden Daniels runs it. Oh, he got the first. Jaden Daniels out for to the races. He down to the 22-yard line. Jaden Daniels with the great play. First down, Washington. All Jaden Daniels. All Jaden Daniels by itself.
This might be one of those Leo plays right there. In the state of Louisiana, I'm used to the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I told you.
This game not bigger than this game may be bigger than y'all, but it ain't bigger than me.
Yep.
Get your glasses on, you can see, Birdie.
That was a huge play, man. That's a play that Sam Howell couldn't make. That's a play Sam Howell couldn't make. That's a Jaden Daniels play. It's a first down. He extended that play by himself. I mean, those are the extra possessions and the extra set of downs that you get with a Jaden Daniels. First down curry for B-Rob. He gets one.
Great slide. Great slide.
No, one. Yeah, he did not. Sorry, 1 yard on the curry for B-Rob.
And I like the way that they was excited and he telling them line up. Let's get to the next play. Let's go. Line up, y'all. I don't know what's going on with y'all. Y'all done got draggy out here. Let's get it going. Line up.
Yeah, I love the play, man. I love the play, man. It's a false start, Washington, looks like. It's going to be 2nd and 14. Yes, it was. And Jaden Daniels now getting on him. First time I've seen that out of him. He's getting on the guys.
I told you he's in Louisiana. He's playing at home, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Getting on the guys a little bit.
Extra motivation.
Y'all out there Jack and Wreck. Y'all Jack and Wreck. Y'all out there Jack and Wreck, baby. We got 2nd and 14 for Washington from the 29-yard line.
Certain players ain't going for that Jack and Wreck.
Bro, he got us. Another sack. Another sack. Chase Young with his second sack. That defense is starting to dominate our offensive line. It doesn't look like we can block them. To Vito's point now, this is why you bring a Chase Young back. Because I've seen how this looks before, except it was on our side of the ball. Yeah, they can't. That was Wiley. He could not block. Not on that play, he couldn't.
And V, your man Wiley? Is that your man?
Third.
Hey, bro. They got work this week. Nah, this work. 14. This work right here.
Jaden Daniels back to pass. He got time on this one. Short. Jaden Daniels short-armed it.
Nah, that was Brandon Coleman. That wasn't Wiley.
Crowder made the catch.
So what you say? Leo?
You gotta tighten up.
What you say, Leo? Oh, you just gotta tell him to tighten up. All right. That's like his third or fourth sack this season.
That catch. Is that a catch by Crowder? That might be a catch. Yes, what a play by Crowder. Oh my goodness, that's going to be a three-point play by Crowder on his own. Jaden Daniels short arm. The Crowder somehow, some way caught that ball, man. Oh my goodness. Y'all gonna see the play coming up. It's a field goal. The field goal is no good. No good. A 41-yarder. He missed it.
Oh my God.
This nigga missed the kick, bro.
Wide open. Well, that was Jesse Bates on that sack.
We gonna have to fix this kicking problem, man. We'll lose the playoff game because of that shit.
He did miss the kick.
And who is this who missed the kick?
Oh, they called it. They called a penalty. They got a penalty on it.
Who was that who missed it, bro?
Oh, the game clock got the zeros. Delayed game, he gets to kick it again. The game clock was at 0.
Who Gonzalez?
Yeah.
Nah. It's a new dude. It's like the 4th kicker of the year.
Yeah, 4 for 4.
Mind y'all, I did mention a couple of weeks ago that McManus is with the Packers looking really good.
Remember I told you that, Vito?
No mention of the situation that was mentioned here. I really feel like
Mm-hmm.
that was a way to scheme us out of that one.
Yep.
Because I told y'all that
he was
something
a
didn't
great
feel
damn
right
good
that was
kicker.
being brought up about something that happened with another organization. It ain't had nothing to do with us. It ain't have nothing to do with us at all. It wasn't and it happened a year before. So it was confusing on why y'all was bringing it up after we was able to handle the signing. Y'all should have handled that behind closed doors before that even came about.
Yep.
I never thought they should release Joyce Slider. I was a little bit confused about the Joyce Slider release. I get it. You got in the team, but some players
his kicks was too low though, bro. Like I don't know if it was the
Joyce
long
Slider
snapper.
Joyce Slider this year is 21 for 23.
That's what he was. What else? He only missed like 4 kicks that season.
It was the blocks. It wasn't really the misses. It was him getting his kicks blocked all the time. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure. You got to look at what was on film. So you have to go back and look if it was a long snapper. You can't say it was the holder because Tress Way is been consistent in his job. You didn't have a different holder of the kick, but the snapper, something about his kicks were coming out low, like they were low trajectory kicks and stuff like that. So maybe that's gotten fixed over the offseason. The team that he's coaching for now, maybe the special teams coach specializes in fixing those things. I'm not sure. But whatever it was, we were having too many problems with getting kicks blocked. That's not even supposed to be something that, like, getting a field goal kick blocked is supposed to be a special play. It's not something supposed to happen every week. It was starting to happen on a repeated process.
Yeah, that means a problem.
That's why I said I'm not going to necessarily say it was just him, bro. It could have been a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? A lot of other factors. And maybe if you just went with the what you saw, what you looked at on paper, rather than looking at the actual plays to see if there was something else that was the factor in those, maybe you let the player go based on that and not looking at maybe it was the holder, you know what I'm saying, or the snapper, you know what I'm saying? Which I think they have another snapper, now, you know what I'm saying? And the snaps haven't been bad. It's been the kickers have been missing.
Maybe we need to go in a direction I don't know. But I don't think we had a good long snapper since Nick Sundberg.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We had one kick block this year that was more due to the hold than it was the actual snap. So I don't know if it's the snapper, you know what I'm saying? And again, the kicks
he's getting a second attempt.
He's
getting a second attempt. The first attempt
was a delay of game, right?
No, it wasn't a delay of game. It was the end of the quarter.
It was the end
of the quarter. Okay.
Oh, wow. You better make this kick, bro.
So he'll get a second chance at this.
Look at the football gods.
Get the kick on consignment, Holmes. They just pardoned you. They just pardoned your last kick.
The kick
giving you another one.
The kick is good. The kick is good.
Ooh. So the end of the quarter froze him. That's all. End of the quarter froze him. It just got froze by the quarter. That's it.
The Saints
good job,
coach,
ref. Good job, ref.
Coach is living. The Saints
Saints home cooking right there. We had the Saints just cooked up some gumbo for us.
Yeah, the Saints coach is living about that one.
I mean, it's not our fault. It's not anybody's fault. You can't make the kick good when the quarter ended. Come on, you would have been mad if you would have asked for the same thing if it was you.
There's no reason to be living. This is football.
I mean, well, this coach is actually coaching for a job. He is the interim coach. So, with a positive record at the end of the year, he is possible, or, could work his way into getting a job. So I won't say that he shouldn't be at least trying to win this game. He should be. He should be showing some attitude about that. You know what I'm saying?
You can tell his emotions is involved. You know what I'm saying? He trying, like you said though, Vito, they're not playing to lose. They don't really get the draft capital and all of this different things that you get from losing. So they are actually in a position where they really need to win. They are, I think, 5-8. So they're just trying to. We are in front of them. We have the last playoff spot. So they're trying to play their way into a playoff spot.
Well, actually, we're 7 now. Oh yeah, 7 is the last spot now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're in the last spot, and that's what I was saying. Like, we can't afford to like lose the games that we should win. Should they be extra impressive or blowouts and all of that? Year 2, I'm going to expect that. Year 3, I'm going to expect that. Year 4, I'm going to expect to beat the team that are playing badly. You have to be good because again, that you're a playoff quality team. If you don't have injuries at major positions and no one's sick and can't make it to work, you don't have any excuses not to win those games that way. You don't have a reason to have a bad looking offensive week. I mean, they're not always wrong. Everybody has a bad week. You know what I'm saying? You definitely have the ability to look human, but you have a job. And if you're working at it all week, and if you're now a team that's going to be looked at as a playoff team, or hey, on paper, this team is a playoff team last year. They're playing to be better than that, i.e., like the Lions. Not saying that every team hits that stride that way that fast, but the same way that the Lions were, maybe the Lions are doing something last year. Okay, the Lions are good. Oh, wow. The reason why people are paying attention to the Lions is that playoff run. How their team showed out for them in the playoffs. The last, probably from week 12 up, they were really like making noise, but how they showed up in the playoffs is probably why more people were like, okay, the Lions are going to do something this year, may be able to do something. How they've come out has shown, or just, I guess, added to what they were able to do in the playoffs to say, okay, this team is for real. That's what I want for us. I'm not saying it has to be the exact same way or look the exact same way, but once this team hits their stride, I believe that some of those wins that we've already had them in the beginning. So to start out with a 40-point win, or scoring 40 points in the season, to not being able to do that 3, 4, 5 years down the line, that's something that's going to look totally wrong that you're going to have to fix. I think there's enough
I agree with you,
coaches and
bro.
players that's going to have interest and stuff like that, that if Kingsbury can't run the ship, and maybe we can do something somewhere else, or somebody else has a better idea of how to make use of Jaden Daniels, you think this team, Adam Peters, aren't going to take that look? I think that they're serious about building something, and I would like for Kingsbury to be a part of it, because right now, during this year, I think it's looked a lot better than what it's looked in previous years. A lot, you know what I'm saying? Especially if we think about Scott Turner, like the Scott Turner era, like this, even on the bad games. And I will say this: Scott Turner at least had a scheme, even though it was a run and throw the screen scheme. It was still a scheme. We couldn't get passes downfield because that really wasn't a part of his scheme if it wasn't with the tight end, but at least it was a scheme. With Cliff, there is a scheme. We just got to get more plays, you know what I'm saying, more of it. Like we got Scott Turner in the first few weeks and just saw dry. And when it worked, it was like, all right, cool. But then when it didn't, it was just really, really bad. When Cliff stuff isn't working, we know that there are ways to be able to attack the other team. We're just not doing it. And that was just hard for us to kind of see outside of giving McLaurin the ball or running the ball with B-Rob in certain situations. It's like now when we're saying give McLaurin the ball, we can at least see or go back to film and say there's plays that they've schemed up. That we was looking at Scott Turner plays where they were all running the same route, just 2-3 yards ahead of each other. But it's like nobody's going to be able to get open in that. You know what I'm saying? At least now we have an idea that if we need to get Terry the ball, there's ways to do it. We've seen several situations where you can get Terry the ball downfield, intermediate routes, short routes. And you know, now I feel like it's a scheme that you can kind of say that you can build on this, whether he's here later or not.
Yeah, they
You had
will
a
be.
quick 3-and-out for the Saints. They went deep. They ran the ball on the first. No, they threw the ball on the first down. They ran the ball on the second one, and on the third down, you had Dorrance Armstrong clean up Rattler for the sack. They will have to punt. Washington will get the ball. Oh no, that was third down. It's 3rd and 10. No, they
Good.
first down. Hold on,
Good.
what was the call? Oh, they
Good.
called St. Juice. They got St. Juice
For what?
on a face mask. Yep, on a face mask. I don't agree with it. His hand got caught up there. He didn't hold it there or nothing. I just totally disagree with the call. This is dangerous. I don't like that. And so you got to around the side, let it run by the Saints to get to about 6 on the run. Washington got to be careful. When they start doing stuff like that, they can have something up their sleeve. Because I don't really like that call.
That's a home cook call right there. That's a home cook call right there. It don't even got nothing to do with the play.
It don't. I just looked at the read.
That don't even that's
bad.
something to find.
That's a bad rap.
That's something to find and give him a first. The Saints must be getting ready to score on this drive or something.
Yeah, Vito. He just threw some crawfish in the gumbo. That's all.
Yeah.
He threw some crawfish in there.
It smelled funny though, because I'm allergic to that. So I already I knew something was funny about that.
And it's crazy y'all said that, Vito. First down Saints on a throw to the tight end. He got about 6 yards on the throw. Saints up the middle. It's a run. He's out in the open. Saints down to the Redskin 30-yard line. They are in business.
Man, but something with the point spread or something like that. I had to go fix that. Because that was a 3 and out. I don't know what else was that. Wow. Y'all gave that up, y'all. Good tackle.
You got the Ratman.
That's
Oh
why
my goodness! How did they not sack him on that play, bro?
That's why I didn't bet with the spread.
What was that? That ain't Ben Roethlisberger back there. What?
Spencer Hooper, bro.
They just got Fowler on a roughing the passer, it looked like, and Fowler, it just wasn't roughing the passer. Fowler did nothing. He did not get him in the head. He did not. Rattler was throwing the ball at the time, and Fowler grabbed him and just tackled him, and they're calling roughing the passer. I just totally disagree with the call. At this point, the refs are cheating. At this point, I'm with Big Son on this one. The refs are outright cheating.
Yeah. Tell you something.
Hey, look, if you got a betting ticket, I bet the Saints. Well, it's too close now, but I bet the Saints to score. Right after you call, after they got the joint on the first down, I would have put on my ticket the Saints score this drive. Now they ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, that's because not somebody, a lot of people that went on that thing and say that the Saints won't score this drive. So they're trying to get him in there.
It definitely looked like Vegas got their hand in this one.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that roughing the passer at all.
Oh, Deron Payne ain't having it, though. Fowler's not having it. They called it on Fowler. Fowler got Kamara on -6 on the run. Or -4, sorry, -4 on the run. Fowler wasn't having it.
I mean, I don't know where they saw a roughing the pass at. Rattler was trying to fight out the sack. I'm a rock bottom his ass. I mean, excuse me. I'm a rock bottom you too. Sorry.
Rock bottom Joe man down.
Sorry. I'm a rock bottom you too. Try to fight out my sack if you want to.
You're going to have a 3rd and 16 after the incomplete pass by Rattler. So it looks like Washington should hold, barring any unforeseen penalties, Washington should hold the Saints to a 4th down field goal attempt.
Good job, Fowler.
Marshawn Lattimore, 29 snaps today, not targeted once.
They know what's up with him.
That's what I'm saying. He would know too much of what they got going on. I can understand that. And the quarterbacks aren't that experienced. This is what I was talking about, Leo, as far as Travis Hunter. Like when the quarterback not experienced, he not.
I get it, bro. I'm just saying that, with Marshawn Lattimore, they just probably like, we just gonna stay away from him. They got worse corners, but I don't know.
Ooh, good tip, Louvu. At the line, good tip.
You're going to have a 4th down and 16 for the Saints. They're going to try to field goal as we expected. Let's see if they can knock it through to make this a 10-point game. 11:03 left. The field goal is up. It is good. The Saints with 3.
My bad. I got cut off, Leo. I was saying this. I was saying in my Travis Hunter argument. Like if the quarterback is inexperienced or he's not good enough, do you test the best cornerback on the field? You'll go with everybody else. Your coach is going to suggest that. Even if you feel like your man, if the wide receiver comes to the huddle and be like, bro, why you ain't throwing me the ball? The coach don't want me to go over there, bro. Derek Carr is not going to be told that. Derek Carr is gone against good cornerbacks. It's something that you're going to have to do as a good quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't test them as much as you may do other guys, but you're going to go that way. You can't let him just chill over there and not have nothing done. You know what I'm saying? But when the quarterback isn't that good, you just don't try that side. And I think that was what Travis got matched up with a lot. Don't get me wrong. I am not saying that he's a scrub or he's a bum. You're not in the Heisman conversation because you're not good. A great player. Excuse me. Not good. You're not a great player if you're mentioned in the Heisman. So in regards of where he's put at, I just think that it got boosted up because he was on the field a lot. You know what I'm saying? But if no one's going against you on defense, then are you not pretty much just resting? You're not really.
Got 11 pass deflections though.
You got more pass deflect. He got less pass. He got the same amount of pass deflections in do games. Let's just say you average one a game.
I mean, 4 picks, 11 pass deflections. That's pretty good for a corner.
It definitely is.
You know, I mean, I get what you're saying. They're not.
You know how many picks the top corner has in the NCAA right now?
No.
7? Is it 7? Give me 1 second. Just look at this. Hold on. You said Travis Hunter got 4, right?
Yeah, the highest is 7.
All right.
Let me. Oh, go ahead, Vito. You about to say something?
No, go ahead.
No, let me say this. I will commend Deion Sanders for, in whatever way he went and swindled his way up on the Heisman, his player did somehow, some way get the Heisman, right? And so at a school which was basically non-existent a couple years ago in regards to stuff like that. They've never their most renowned player to me at Colorado, I think, was Eric Bieniemy. So before that,
Eric Bieniemy.
I mean, just to be honest, Eric Bieniemy.
No. Cordell Stewart, buddy.
Cordell Stewart and Eric Bieniemy might have been. Cordell Stewart went to a Super Bowl. Eric Bieniemy played for the Lonely Browns.
And Cordell Stewart was the slash, man. He did a little bit of everything.
But Eric Bieniemy was a beast. Don't get it twisted.
No, he was. But it was because of Cordell
beast.
Stewart being everything he was, being a punter, runner, quarterback.
But that's kind of what he didn't do a quarterback, but he did do a lot of that. He receiver. Eric Bieniemy.
He wasn't a punter.
Receiver. He was a punt returner. He was a punt returner though.
Cordell Stewart returned kicks. Punts,
no, that's what I'm saying.
Punted, played quarterback, played running back. He just didn't play.
No, he wasn't a slash, but he was really good at the things he did do. Eric Bieniemy. He was a really good returner. He was Brian Mitchell. He was Cleveland's version of Brian Mitchell. You know, it's a throw to Brian Robinson. He's the one. He came after or before Brian Mitchell. He probably came before Brian Mitchell. Brian Mitchell. It was during that time. It was these guys who came out who were returners. And Deion actually was one of them, but it was like Dave Meggett. For anybody, the Giants fans out there listening, if y'all remember Dave Meggett, you had you had Eric Bieniemy, you had Brian Mitchell, you had Deion Sanders, all these returners at one time. Mel Gray. And for those, the Lions fans out there, y'all doing good. Y'all don't remember Mel Gray. So you had all these different returners at one time who were just really good, And Brian Mitchell did stand out because of his style. And because he was a quarterback, it's a run up the middle to Brian Robinson. He did get the first down. It is Washington ball approaching midfield at the 48-yard line. They are up 20-10. 10 minutes and 4 seconds left in this one. If Washington can get points here, then they can almost salt the game away. So I'm with you, Vito. However, Eric Bieniemy was really good, to be honest. He was really good, and that's no knock. We knew who Eric Bieniemy was from his football playing. Jaden Daniels going deep, has a man. How did he overthrow Terry? You got to get that. That's an easy. He walks in. Terry, if he get, I don't know how they didn't execute that. I just don't get what happened there. It might have been Terry. Was it a Terry drop? Might have been a Terry drop. It was slightly above. It was too easy, bro. McLaurin walks in with his third touchdown on the day. If he gets that one, he walks in easy.
Noel Williams. I'll wait till this drive over there. I give you the top corner in the country, and the competition that he played against too. Ooh, it's jazzy too. Oh, it's nice.
Jaden Daniels hands it off up the middle. He gets a tackle. Brian Robinson on the 3rd down.
Oh man, how did you overthrow that?
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, what the level of wide
Oh
open he
wow.
wasn't even funny.
Oh wow. Oh
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Oh wow. Jaden was excited about that joint. He's saying that joint and 5 down.
Just a tad bit more edge, shorty.
All he had to do was breathe like a goddamn sniper and take the
Daniels
shot.
on the 3rd down is sacked. It
He
is,
got fired.
man, we having problems blocking them, man. That's a concern for the playoffs, y'all. I'm going to be honest. That is a real concern for the playoffs. That offensive line has not played well in this game today. Jack Daniels back to pass. He really didn't have nobody to throw it to. He tried to run. The protection wasn't that bad.
They're not throwing those screens.
But they got 8 sacks.
Not having Eckler, they haven't ran any running back screens, and I think that would have nullified a lot of the rush.
The Saints got 8 sacks today. That's too many.
Way too many.
It's a kick up. It's a catch at the 15-yard line. He's running. He's back to the 15. He's out to the 17, 16. It was a great tackle by.
Is that my man Granderson?
Bates.
Is that Granderson who got the sack?
I think it was Granderson.
Yeah,
got a flag on the play though. Flag on the play. Flag on the play on the punt.
Yeah, that's wildly.
I think we need to consider bringing Chase Young back. This was a great audition for Chase Young. Holding, defense, the return team. So they're going to move back a little bit from the 20-yard line. I think this was a great audition for Chase. If we were ever to consider bringing him back, I think that this sort of nails the cake because every defensive line Chase Young has ever played on has been virtually unblockable on the field. I'm going to be honest. From San Francisco to us to now with the Saints, even though they got great guys over there.
Mm-hmm.
They got great guys over there, no doubt.
He's done a really good job benefiting from. I don't think he needs to be the number one guy. Like when they have a solid veteran or it's the number one guy over there, he has been awesome.
Right.
With Sweat, and when he was the number one guy with Sweat,
man.
he did do good. I'm not gonna say he can't do it, but having Bosa and having Cam Jordan on the opposite side, he has played great this game. Like it's just as far as a pass rush standpoint. I'm not even concerned about him on run defense. I haven't even really looked at whether he's been the run stopper or not. Not saying he hasn't gotten any plays, but I haven't looked at him for that because they have other people on the line I've been looking at for that. Cam Jordan has played lights out in the run today, definitely. But on passing downs, Chase has shown up every drop back.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I will give him credit for is in the hurries department. He gets off the line. If anybody remembers how Arakpo used to, he gets off the line probably better than Arakpo used to. And Arakpo was like the king of holding. Like everybody held this man from the greatest lineman to the most softest guy. Everybody would grab him to make sure he wouldn't get a sack. He would have probably been close to 100 sacks before his career ended if he didn't get held so much. But Chase Young has that ability. I just don't know if he has the fight to finish some of the plays that I would like him to as a great defensive end. But his giddy up off that line would do us a heck of a lot of justice. I tell you that.
Yes, I agree with you. I mean, honestly, I felt like, and this kind of just gives some validity to what I said is I just felt like we should have looked at him when he was released. I mean, for the money, if it was about the money, whatever it was, I get it. But sometimes, man, and this is what I don't want Josh Hurts to become, is this guy who's a money hungry, I got to spend a little money, let's not get the extra talent. You don't want that. Because sometimes that extra talent be the difference between 4 wins and 12.
Well, just to give him some credit until this offseason happens, because I definitely will second that if this offseason goes that way. But I will say that I think that maybe him and Adam Peters may have agreed on let's take our time and see what we can do with this first. I definitely think that they could have went out and got 2 or 3 extra pieces with the money you got right now. But with how some of those players that I would have wanted have played this season, only a few of them have benefited for their team as far as winning. Like I love Max. I love Max Crosby. Love him. Like I would have wanted to spend whatever to get him. The overall success of that team right now isn't where I would like it to be. If he was with us, I think I would love it. And looking at this Chase game goes back to me liking the Max pick because I think that with us that there's a different outcome because that player wants to win. I think that this Chase that I am seeing here is different than the one that got released from us. And I think that some of that is due to not being home and not being around the comfort. Like having to be in San Francisco, having to be in New Orleans made him into the player that I would have liked to see him be early.
You had a first down throw by Spencer Rattler, who did actually get the first down, but it looks like it's a flag on the play. So we're waiting to see what that is. He did get the first down. Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense, number 6.
They're going to be on you, Fowler. They're going to be on you now. Like, you got to be careful how you tackle this man.
I disagree with the call. I really disagree. I mean, Fowler didn't do nothing but hit him. I just disagree with it. It's outright cheating.
That's a bad call.
Gotta be careful. You got a 10.
That's
you got
a bad
call.
I
disagree with it. I totally disagree with the
call. That is a well-timed tackle on the quarterback, bro.
Yeah.
You don't run in there and just go boo, boo, boo and try to scare him. What are you come on, bro? What is this turning into?
20-10. Washington got to be careful because if New Orleans score on this drive, you got a 3-point game. You got to be really careful here.
That's a bad call, bro.
Rattler back to pass, throws it. It's a catch up the middle to Scatlin, and Scatlin gets knocked out. Oh, my goodness. He's on the field. He is hurt.
That's a bad call, bro. That's a bad call, ref.
Horrible call, ref.
Bad call, bro. Oh, my gosh, huh? Sign of big news. Did anybody hear about the news that Jonathan Allen could be returning for the playoffs?
No, I didn't hear that. That'll be real big, though.
Yes, it is.
That'll be real big. He'll be rested, body be put back together. You know what I'm saying? And you'll have a dog fight then. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to deal with some real dogs in the middle of that in the middle of that line right there. Jazon Newton, Mathis. Did Mathis get? No, Mathis is playing, right?
No, Mathis is hurt.
Oh, Mathis hurt again. He got to go. The fact that I can't depend on you, you got to go. You're talented, but we can't depend on you, so you got to go.
Well, let me double check.
Hey, Forrest is the one that put Scantlin out.
Forrest out there?
Yeah, Forrest put Scantlin out basically.
Oh my goodness.
Shem was tackling him. Forrest came and blew him up at the end of the play. Boom. Yeah, he tried to knock the ball out. That's why we need Forrest on the field, man. Forrest is
and not only that, Leo, remember how that boy cover range? That boy is good coverage and range.
Percy Butler does not make that type of play. Don't change. And don't get me wrong, I want Scantler to be fine. I don't want him to be hurt or anything like that. But Percy Butler don't make those type of plays that's going to make them receivers fear him. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The receivers don't fear him.
I got to be honest with you. Oh, go ahead, Point. My bad.
After seeing that, they fearing Forrest right now. Forrest coming out there like a missile.
Absolutely. I second that point too. Point. Forrest, I think is going to be an impact player come to playoff times. He really getting in his groove. I think Forrest is he makes plays that nobody else can make, sort of like Jaden Daniels. He reminds me of that type of player just on defense, but he makes plays that only he can make, that only he can come up with. And I've seen it on several occasions. Let me say this. My concern right now is the offensive line, though. I don't think they played well. And I'm going to be honest with you. The defense, I feel like that defense can play with anybody. I really feel like the defense can play with anybody. I am very concerned about the offense, though. I mean, the offensive line. Because that will blow you up. It's 7 minutes left, 20-10 ball game. Washington up. The Saints do have the ball in Washington territory at the 40, it looks like the 35-yard line. They are in field goal range. So at least right now, the way the projection is, they're going to at least cut this to a one possession game here. So this is dangerous territory for Washington. You don't want an upset here. You cannot afford an upset here.
Yeah, you can't afford, definitely can't afford no upset.
After plays, pass, he throws it short, drop. Yeah, you cannot afford an upset here. You cannot afford an upset here. It's a short throw, man. The throw was right on the money, though. You can't blame Rattler. Rattler's look good, Vito. Rattler has looked way better than what I thought he would look like. When I saw his tape and I saw his pro day.
He averaging 20 yards a pass. Five passes or 6 passes over 100 yards, averaging like 20 yards a reception.
Oh, it should have been picked. Louvu could have probably ended the game. Next to ended the game with that one. Louvu dropped the interception. It was high. It was a hard catch, but Louvu got his hands on. No. Louvu should have intercepted that. He threw it right to me. Louvu should have intercepted that. I don't know what Louvu should have intercepted that. Louvu has dropped a number of picks this year. We have to get
McGee should have intercepted that jump.
For me, a drop is no difference for offense or defense. Y'all grown men. You should be able to catch. You got to throw, third down throw, out of bounds. It's going to be a field goal attempt for the Saints. 4th and 10. What y'all got on that drive?
Yeah, Louvu got to catch that. I would give him an A. Honestly, it's the refs moved him up the field to me. They should have been ended this drive for real. They did. I'm gonna give him a B minus. If they get points, I'll say a C. Like I said, that roughing the passer call, it was really bad, and they gave him a little bit of momentum to get him out of that hole. A couple of first downs here, then they started tightening up a little bit.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say I'll give him a C because of protection of life. Louvu just saved that man's life. Did y'all see that coverage behind that? Wag was right there. And I think Sandstrom was right there beside him. That was gonna be messy. So I give him a C, for that drive. Protection of life. Protected that man's life, even though he wasn't your teammate. Give him a C.
I'm gonna give him a C minus. Foot on the throat, man. Ain't no foot on no throat out here. But I do agree with what V was saying about the refs. The refs helped him out a whole lot. The refs helped him out a ton.
No, I do agree with you guys. I agree with you guys. I agree with you guys. In this half, Washington has 1 first down. The Saints have 7. So the momentum is on the Saints side, and they are at home. That's what makes this so dangerous with the 7-point game. I think you need points on this drive, at least 3, to get you some separation and ensure to put this game away. I would like for you to get 7 and just put the nail in the coffin. You got a return. That is who is that? It looked like Zacchaeus on the return. They going back to the 1999 Washington Redskins, who also started 8-5. That was Daniel Snyder's first year. That team ended up 10-6.
Greatness.
The Brad Johnson Redskins. I really like that team. That was one of my favorite Redskin teams. Cornelius Griffin in the middle on the defensive side. Oh, you got a trick play? It's a pitch. It looked like it went to, I don't know who that. It went to Crowder, it looks like. Rookies with 3,000 yards passing and 500 yards rushing. Cam Newton RG3, Kyler Murray, Jaden Daniels. 2 Washington Redskins on that list.
2 Cliff Kingsbury.
2012 and 2024, man. Shout out to RG3. Shout out to RG3, man. Y'all can say what y'all want, man. I still got to live for the dude, man.
2 Cliff
Shout out to
Kingsbury.
Robert Griffin. Let's get
2
Vito
Cliff
back.
Kingsbury prodigies too, though. No,
2 Cliff Kingsbury prodigies. You right. You right.
Gotta respect that. Cliff know how to do it, I guess, with a rookie quarterback.
It was Eads, 1999.
You know what's
Oh,
surprising?
man. That took me back.
You know what's surprising? That Josh Allen isn't on the list. Has he never done that before? Is it that?
Nah, rookies. That's rookies.
Rookies, right? So wouldn't you expect Josh Allen to be on that, or Lamar Jackson?
Not as a rookie.
Lamar Jackson, not as
Lamar didn't have the 3,000 yards passing. I think he had 1,000 yards rushing though.
So we have the Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers after this one. So I don't know if I'm doing a game. We might jump on. I mean, you never know. We could do something light, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Keep the people abreast. What y'all tickets look like?
Who's that?
Hold on. Let's hold off. Let's wait till after this drive. If we score, we'll go over the tickets. If we don't, then we go have to continue with this. Washington, first half 165 yards. Second half 125 yards. They have 290 total yards right now.
Who is hurt?
The pass. Oh, he got it, man. Cool. Oh, he dropped it. Terry McLaurin dropped another touchdown.
Oh my goodness, Terry.
You have a 3rd and 8. I mean, Terry was wide open. He dropped it. It was a touchdown. Nobody was 20 yards within him. He just dropped it. Terry just dropped it. There's no other. Terry just dropped it. It's a touchdown with ice the game. He dropped it. It would have put him probably over whatever. He'd be his 3rd touchdown of the game.
My goodness, look at the boys' accuracy. You can't mess his accuracy up like that. It only missed 3 passes in the game.
Time out, New Orleans. New Orleans really need to stop here. It's 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 for the Washington Redskins. This is a huge 3rd down. You do not.
That's a 4 touchdown game. McLaurin was supposed to have, bro.
Yep, easy.
Oh my God, bro! That is a touchdown, bro. Oh my gosh, bro!
He walks in the end zone.
What? Oh my gosh!
Terry! Oh my goodness, Terry!
Third and 8 for Washington.
This is crazy, man.
Daniels back to pass. He wanted to go deep. He went short. It is a catch. Bates, he is 1 yard short. I think you go here.
Yeah,
I was gonna say go for it and run the balls. Don't even play with these people.
Unless you can kick a field
you got
goal.
a Saint is hurt. It looks like Demario Davis.
If you can kick a field goal, I'll take the field goal. You'll be up 10.
They're not even nowhere near field goal range. That is McKinstry. Kool-Aid McKinstry. Kool-Aid McKinstry is the guy that got hurt for the Saints. He's coming off the field, though. He got up on his own power. Sanat was with the catch. He tried to tackle Sanat and got hurt. That's why. Sanat is the one who he tried to tackle. Sanat was with the catch that wasn't Ertz. He got hurt trying to tackle that big dog. We got to get Sanat the ball, man.
That's what I'm saying.
He was open as soon as the play started.
You got to get him the ball more.
He just didn't see him.
I get hurt trying to tackle a Riggins. John Riggins, maybe. 4th and 1. Biggest play of the game. Washington in their own territory at the 45-yard line. 4th and 1. They're going through it. Big Daniels in the pistol. Brian Robinson behind him. Hands it off. Jaden keeps it. Jaden gets it. He fumbles. He fumbles. And he does not get it with the fumble. Oh, they're giving him a good spot, though. They gave him a good spot. Let's see how this plays out. It looked like Washington got it based on the spot. Jaden Daniels hopped over a man. He fumbled as he hopped over the man. The ball came out. Washington received the ball back. But where do they get the ball at is the question. Was it in first down territory?
Why are you Cliff and you take the chance like that, though?
Yeah. No, he got it. It looked like he got it on the first down, though. It looked like it was Cosme who got the fumble, and it looked like he was in the first down. It looked like he got the first with the recovery. Cosme is the one who got. Oh no, let's see. What are we doing? We're gonna have to give a measurement. They're gonna bring the sticks out. The ref is calling it first down Washington. First down Washington. That was luck. Let
me shut up.
That was luck, baby.
I ain't saying nothing.
That was pure luck, baby. And you better hope they don't challenge. I would challenge if I was the New Orleans Saints. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure about that.
Jaden was down. That wasn't even a fumble.
Oh, you don't think it was a fumble?
His elbow hit the ground. The hand that got the ball in the elbow was on the ground first. The ground caused the fumble. Ground can't cause the fumble.
Jaden Daniels in shotgun. Back to pass. No picks, baby. No picks. He's going deep. That Terry again. Oh, you got to pass interference. You got to call it pass. No pass interference. Oh, he definitely got hit early. You got to call that. Terry dropped the ball again, but he got hit early. I think you got to call that then. He definitely got hit early. There's no doubt about whether he got hit early or not. It should have been pass interference. Yeah, he got hit way early before the ball got there. Yes, he got hit way early. I mean, he's getting held as he's trying to get the ball. I mean, I don't understand why no call. Even the guy stopped playing a little bit because he thought it was going to be a call. Still no call. These refs, this has been the worst game of the season for me when it comes to the refs. It's been the worst game of the season. They just openly cheating. You got to be careful watching it. It is a read option play, hands it off to McNichols. McNichols breaks a tackle. No, Robinson breaks 3 tackles. He gets about 5 on the carry, 6 on the carry. It's going to be a 3rd and 4. 3rd and 3. Great run by Brian Robinson, man. Brute strength.
Oh, that should have been a hey, man, young, for real. These refs, bro. These refs is terrible, Sam. They terrible.
He didn't never turn to play the ball at all.
Yeah.
It's a penalty, bro. It's a penalty everywhere in the NFL, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Look at the ref.
Like,
the ref, you right there. You right there.
That's a call everywhere on all.
Not the pass. Daniels over the middle. It is a catch. Benson Knott.
Yes, sir.
No, Bates. Bates with a great catch. It was behind him, but he still
I don't care. We got the first. I'll take that. Good run, B-Rob. Oh, B-Rob with the run over. Oh, yeah, Honey Badger.
We in hurry up offense. 3:54 on the clock. Washington just melting that clock away. Melting. It is melting. It is melting. That clock just melted away, baby. 3:43 left. The Saints down by 7. Washington has the ball in the Saints territory, just melting that clock away. I think we got to run it here.
B-Rob, speaking of B-Rob, what you were saying about B-Rob, that's the way you got to finish run.
Let's go, B-Rob. He hands it off. He -5, man. We cannot block. Even when we need to get a block, we cannot get a block, bro. -5. No, -2 on the curry. -2 on the curry. You have a 2nd and 12. We can't get a block even when we need a block. That is concerning. That is very concerning. That is very concerning. They're going to have to figure something out with this offensive line.
The Saints do got a solid, like a really good defense.
Nah, but still, 8 sacks today ain't gonna work. To a team,
that ain't gonna work. I agree with that.
2nd and 12. Washington does have the ball, melting the clock away. 2:48 left. Jaden Daniels back to pass, throws it over the middle. Is another catch for Terry McLaurin. That's a big one there. That's a huge catch. That might ice the game. No, Zacchaeus comes up with the grab. That might ice the game right there. Zacchaeus in the slot. Goes across the middle on a quick in. like a slant-ish, in-ish type of a thing. He found a soft zone in the thing. Found a soft zone, a soft spot in the zone. Got the catch, got tackled. Washington ball. It looks like a 2-minute warning if the Saints did not use a timeout, which they did use a timeout. No, Washington used the timeout. I don't get that.
I mean, get it together. We don't need them, so there ain't no sense.
2-minute warning. You 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. Why not just wait till the 2-minute warning if that's the case?
Take the trash out again, please.
It's 6 seconds left to the 2.
Good catch. Good pass, Jaden. Yeah, we're gonna need some new offensive linemen next year. Not new, but some more. I don't think it's about replacing nobody more so than we need depth. These guys are tired when they running that no huddle. Some of these guys ain't used to that.
I agree with that.
Because that's why I think that running play got stopped the last play. Good dime, Jaden. Wow. He couldn't even see that as a kid. That was just knowing where the receiver's supposed to be at. That was a beautiful pass, Joe.
Yeah. You got another handoff, man. We got another loss, too, on the handoff. -3 on the carry.
I don't know if you can practice
on
that.
The run too hard. Play action is in effect. You got to call that player. They biting too hard on the run. You got to
practice that, bro, y'all.
Because now you're at 227. The Saints now have used their first timeout.
Nah, they second.
So you have a 2nd and 13. You are in field goal range to ice the game. Or nearly ice the game. I will say that, barring any unforeseen thing. Jaden Daniels in shotgun, 2nd and 13. Washington has the ball at the 32-yard line. Now you don't have faith in you.
So that was the fancy I was talking about.
The kicker though, I don't have a lot of faith in him. I would like to see Washington get in on their own. You got to throw over the middle. It is a catch. Terry McLaurin with the great grab. No, De'Ami Brown with the great grab, man. Oh my goodness, over 2 men. Oh no, one guy. That was Taylor too, Alontae Taylor, the guy who I said was great and was good, man. De'Ami Brown lost him with the game on the line. This is why I wanted to see De'Ami over Zacchaeus from day one.
This is Leo.
Like that.
That game I told you I was asking for from Jaden, where he dropped backs and passes the ball. This is one of them.
Yep.
Oh, it's coming back. Holding. Washington. 2nd and 23. Holding. Oh my goodness. Holding on
that was a dot. That was a dot though. This
is dangerous because we're out of field goal range. 2nd and 23. Washington back at the 42-yard line, man. These guys are just cheating. I got to see the hold. I don't know.
You could have called it, but that's
my goodness.
Every call. That's not a good call.
Incomplete pass on the screenplay. I don't like the screen call. I just don't like that screen call. It's a 3rd and 23. You had a 2nd and 23. You could have got 5 or 6. That way, if you got 5 and 6 or 6 on the next one, you could have been in field goal range. We are still on the other side of the 2-minute warning. 2:17 left in the 4th quarter. 7-point game. Washington does have the ball, but it's 3rd and 23. They are back at the 42-yard line. They need at least 7 yards to at least have a shot at a long field goal. So, and they hand the ball off. I just don't like the call. I don't like it. They get to the 37-yard line, 54-yard try if he does try. I just don't like the call, man, Cliff Kingsbury. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I just don't like it, man.
That's crazy. I wouldn't have went screenplay right there.
From what they were showing, that's not a bad. If he catches it, he got room. It's just bad execution, bro. I'm not sure if they was really ready for that one. It's a false start by Chase. I mean, offsides by Chase, bro. They didn't even call it, bro. That's a fucking offsides, bro. Chase damn near in the backfield when the ball getting hiked, bro. What the fuck? Damn, Terry, you done dropped 2 touchdowns today. Possibly a third. He could have had a franchise high 5 touchdowns, bro. What are you talking about?
I agree with you, Vito.
Those were on Jaden though. I mean, you know, I as much as Terry could be blamed, I have to blame Jaden. Those are spots you can't miss. But those are passes that I've seen him miss at LSU. Again, things that I don't think you continue to miss over your entire career. He has too good of a deep ball pass for that to happen continuously. You gotta hit those when you trying them though. You know what I'm saying? He'll get it right though. I'm confident of that. And to see your best receiver, so I'm actually happy to see that too, though. You know what I'm saying? This is a very big field goal right here. Very big field goal. Maybe one of the biggest of the season. What do y'all think? Field goal right here? Or do you punt it, make it a long drive, or you try to get the 3?
I kick the field goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm kicking that field goal right here. Most definitely.
You miss it, it's a short field. That's the only thing I'm thinking about.
What makes you think that they can go in and score a touchdown right now?
The refs.
That's true. That's you got me there. You got me there.
It's not the players. It's not the players. It's definitely the refs, bro. Like we can't touch the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? We can't touch the receivers. You know, even though it's happening to us. You know what I'm saying? Guys not turning around, just running into us. Yeah, all types of stuff. You know, that doesn't matter.
Jumping all over us for the ball get there.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a long field goal. Greg Joseph is gonna try it. I mean, it's gonna be a 54. Indoors though, it's no good. I knew he wasn't gonna make it. 7-point ball game, 155 left. The Saints will get the ball back. Y'all better be careful. They'll mess around and go for 2 if they score. Y'all gotta be careful.
If they go, hey, listen, bro. If they score and they go for 2, and they don't get it and they lose, do you know how much money Vegas will win?
If they do get it and beat us, you know how much money Vegas will win.
Lose. Vegas will lose.
Vegas
People
will
betting
win.
on the Saints to come back.
We are heavy favorites today. Heavy favorites.
Yeah, but
they have another quarterback in. This guy Wilson is the new quarterback in. This is their 3rd quarterback. You had a run on the first down. The Saints with 11 yards on the run. Miller with an 11-yard carry.
That's how you know they're not trying to win.
Okay, you had a 2nd down throw. It was bobbled. Dirk Force on. Oh, great coverage by Force. It doesn't know he was out of bounds. That's not a catch. That's out of bounds. Yeah, good challenge. If Dan Quinn challenged it, that's out of bounds. He didn't catch that. They tried to give him the catch. The refs just cheating. They're just cheating. Force pushed him out of bounds. There's no catch. It's a booth review. They say it's a booth review. Yeah, that's not a catch.
After 2 minutes.
Yeah, he's bobbling the ball. Force came, vamped down, pushed him out of bounds. He didn't get no possession until his knee touched. Oh, no, his knee might have touched. It might be in bounds because he did have a knee that touched on his way out of bounds. So he got a shot. His knee did touch. Dan Quinn, I don't know who you got up in the booth, man, but I'm available. They shouldn't have told you to challenge that. I would have left that one alone because of the knee. I didn't see the full play when I was saying it. I didn't see the knee. But I would have told her, I would have left that one alone. Let them challenge that. We need our timeout. It's a catch because it's right knee. What I tell you, catch because of the night right knee. What I tell you. That's literally what the ref said during the game. Catch because of the right knee.
We've been warning y'all all game about them swindling.
Yeah, yes, indeed. All right, so
they had one swindle left
at the 40-yard line. They're the Redskin 40 now. They are in Redskin territory at the 40-yard line, just past midfield. Second and 7 after the catch. The clock is stopped. It is 1:22 left on the clock, and they do have their third quarterback in this game at this point.
Let's go Skinlanders.
Third quarterback in at this game. All right, Washington. Let's see what you got.
It's too close for comfort, I tell you that.
Hand it off up the middle. Miller, he is tackled short of the first down. Force on the tackle, and Wagner. Man, Force has been really active in this game. I'm glad to see him back. I'm not gonna lie. 3rd and 1. Back to pass. Wilson throws it. It's a first down catch.
You said Wilson threw it?
This guy Wilson, whoever Wilson is, Rattler is out of the game.
He's a wide receiver.
Wilson is the quarterback now.
Wilson is a wide receiver.
He's the quarterback. Number 18, is that who you're talking about?
He's a wide receiver.
Yes, he's the quarterback.
Oh man, it's raining.
His quarterback rating is a 157 right now, bro. He's got a 157 quarterback rating, bro.
Hand it off up the middle. Miller down to the 20, the 10. He has a first down, 11 yards on the run. Miller again. They are in business.
I said to punt it. I don't know why nobody listened to me. I said to punt it. Your field goal kicker you can't trust. You punt it. You make a team with the wide receiver at quarterback.
Hand it off. Oh no, not this time. Not this time. Dante foul. No, that was Dorrance Armstrong. Dorrance Armstrong. Not this time.
No, Rattler is the quarterback. They had Wilson Jr. do the first touchdown for them at quarterback.
Oh, Rattler is the quarterback?
Yeah, Rattler is the quarterback.
Okay, all right.
Hey, I'm gonna go out and come back in. Hold up.
Wilson was on the trick play, bro.
Oh, that's why his name coming up in the stats. Okay, got you. Got you.
We hitting each other.
All right, so you got Washington up by 7.
That's a holding on Jerzon Newton. How, bruh? Dog.
New Orleans.
That play before Armstrong, bruh. They were holding Jerzon Newton literally by the shoulder pads. The referees are not here for us right now.
The refs are just outright cheating. They outright cheating. Back to pass, throws it. It is a catch for Johnson. He's 3 yards short of the first. It will be 3rd and 3 for New Orleans. 26 seconds left. They are running out of time. They can't spike it. They got to run a play. Back to pass, looking. He's looking to run. He's looking. He throws it up in the nope. No flags. 4th and 3. 4th and 3 for Washington. 4th and 3.
This is some dog. This is not be. It cannot be a one.
It's a 7.5 point spread. New Orleans will win on the spread. They're not going to get this 4th. They're going to. Washington is going to win on the spread. Washington is going to win on the spread. So that's all that it was. It's a 7-point spread. That's all is to push this to 7 points. He's not going to get it. Armstrong is looking for a holding call too, Vito, just to your point.
He been looking for it, bro.
4 for 3. They're not going to get it. Washington's going to get it. They're going to down it. Watch. Back to pass. Looks. Throws it. He gets the first. Uh-oh. I stand corrected. He got the first. But there's no time left. 9, 4, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. They have 3 seconds. They have one play. They're not going to get it. Either way, I don't got them getting it. I just don't. I don't got them getting it. It was a catch for Yeah, it was a catch. He was tackled by Wagner, and Quan Martin actually made the play first. No,
Still getting hell, bro.
Iggy made the play first. And so you have this is a second and goal. This is the game right here. Last play of the game. Who do they go to? Saints, man in motion. Back to pass. Looks to the right side, throws it. It is a touchdown, Saints. Oh my goodness, we're going overtime. This is ridiculous. It is a touchdown, Saints. I don't know how you let me see who he beat. Foster Monroe beat Bobby Wagner. He beat Bobby Wagner. Oh, they going for two. They going for two. They going for two. They going for two. What did I say? What did I say? They don't have nothing to lose. They are dangerous. They going for two. Here we go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. Game on the line. All the turkey right here, all the bacon, all the DC to New Orleans. Let's go. Y'all better be
playoffs.
Y'all better be
playoffs.
Timeout, Washington. Come on, Dan Quinn. Y'all better come up with something. Let's go, Dan Quinn. You got to come up with something, baby. You got to come up with something. Shout out to everybody out there listening to Washington Redskins. 20-19. We got a touchdown by the New Orleans Saints. They are going for two with no time on the clock.
No, that is Spencer Rattler. That is Spencer Rattler, bro.
We said that. We went over that. Let's go. Fourth down. Here we go. Back to pass on the road. He throws it. Incomplete. Washington with the win.
Bro, what did I say?
I want Spencer Rattler as my backup quarterback.
Oh man.
He don't care, bruh. He don't give none, bruh. If he started this game, bruh, this is a whole different game, bruh. Their coach should be fired, even though your interim coach should be fired just for not starting Spencer Rattler. I don't know who the other guy is. I told you I thought he was a Fortnite character. They played a totally different second half with Spencer Rattler, bruh.
Absolutely.
The defense actually played better and all of that, bro. That was a great defensive stop, though.
A win is a win. Forget it.
No. Hey, the Chiefs do it every week, man.
It was ugly, but a win is a win.
Let me tell y'all something. That was Vegas. That was all Vegas. That's why.
I wasn't even gonna say nothing, bro. I stopped a long time ago.
Me and
Big Son stopped in the third quarter with that. We already led with that in the third quarter.
We knew it. And I said it right before it happened. Before I cut out.
Spencer Rattler came in the game, bro. I said it's a different game now, y'all. The same way you told me last week when you was like, the Titans was gonna play a different. That second quarter was gonna be different. Yeah. That's exactly what I already seen it, bro. We was about to get ready to mop these peoples up, bro. The Saints are 5-8. All right, if they're not gonna win the game, Vegas not gonna lose both sides.
I knew that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I knew that once we got, I said, oh, this is about this spread. They just gonna bust this spread down. We gonna win the game though, guaranteed. That's why I got a little at the end. Yeah, I did get it wrong when we didn't stop them on the fourth or whatever, because they had to knock that number down. But I knew we was gonna win the game. Guaranteed. I knew that once they got said, yeah, this is about Vegas getting their little points off. I watched this go down. I've been watching this go down for 30 years.
95.
95.
95.
95. 95. It was a great win for the team, man. Great win for the team.
Yes, sir.
Let's get some early thoughts in. What are your initial thoughts about this win? Washington wins 20-19 over the New Orleans Saints, man. We had DC in the building, heavy backyard band, everybody down there in New Orleans, DC, the New Orleans takeover. What you think about the whole shindig today? What we got?
I liked it, man. Ain't had a reason to travel with the team in a long time. It's a good reason to travel with the team for all those that made it down. I'm happy y'all enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Sidebar real quick. I'm sorry. Devontae Adams had 198 yards on 9 catches today in the second half alone. Wow. Back to us. Aside from that, it's a reason to travel with the team. You gotta love that. It hasn't been a reason to even go to home games for a while. So to travel with the team and take a part of DC spirit down there with us to celebrate in a party town, in a town like New Orleans where Mardi Gras is and everything like that, you gotta love it. It was a great game, if you ask me, for at least for the fans and the environment. I think we should have walked on the Saints, but at the same time, I didn't come into this game thinking that the Saints were a walkover. With their new coach or their interim coach, they have played a lot better. They are 3-2, and every game has been a one possession game that they've lost. To a point, we are a few plays better than the Giants, but then we're also a few plays not as good as the Giants if some things go the opposite way. And that's the way that the Saints played the Giants last week. That was a one possession game. This one was a one possession game. I just think we're a little bit better than the Giants, which upheld today. Our defense played good again. Second half and switching out with Spencer Rattler, regardless of the fact, I think that the referees stole this second half. There was no such thing as a close game to me outside of the refs. Without them, this game wouldn't even have been close. I'm not going to blame the defense for what I saw as egregious penalties that were ignored. Terry McLaurin and Jaden got to get on the same page this late in the year, bro. That's a 4-5 touchdown performance game today. But offense didn't do too bad. I would have liked to see Rodriguez and McNichols get some more carries so that they could establish this run game a little bit better. It's indoors. You take advantage of those guys not being cold and being able to tote the rock against a pass rush. Outside of that, though, man, happy to get the win. Ain't been in 9 wins in a long time.
I'll say, yeah, I agree with you, Vito. Getting the 9 wins, and we only got 5 losses. I mean, usually when we got 9 wins, that follows 7 losses or 8 losses. You know what I'm saying? So I can agree with you there. I also can respect the fact that Jaden Daniels said, "Say my baby, listen, I still know how to party in Louisiana." You hear me? That's what I love about it. He went back, still showed out, still had a decent game. You know what I'm saying? Although, like you say, them drop passes, you got to be in the mode of playoffs. I'll give big ups on the extra point, because without that, we'll be talking different right now, But the defense showed up on the extra point. I like the way that the defense played. I like the fact that late in the season we're getting plays from our guys like De'Ami Brown. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't like Alameda, I always say I don't like him, but he's making plays late in the season. That's what you need to be a winning team. And if you see yourself going to the playoffs, you're going to need to make more plays like you made today to stay efficient and stay ahead of the game. This was playoff football, if you want to, bridge it like that, because it was so close at the end. This is what can happen in the playoffs. It could come down to one play. So big ups to the team sticking together and coming out with the win. That's all I got to say.
So I'm going to say that this officially makes Dan Quinn better than Ron Rivera as a Redskins coach. First and foremost, he has now won more games than Ron Rivera won his whole 5 years here in his first season. I think that shows a lot of promise. I think that Adam Peters and Dan Quinn, I think this is a historical moment. We ain't won 9 games in a very long time. Since 2012, I believe. 2012 or since Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins was the last one with 9-7. And I think Jay Gruden. I think that's Jay Gruden. Okay. Right now, we haven't done this since, let's say, in almost 10 years, in a decade. So Dan Quinn has already surpassed Ron Rivera, already surpassed the last 5 years of Redskins football. The last 5 years is already surpassed. This was a big game. I don't necessarily. I think we could have put our foot on their neck a little bit more. I think this is a historical game because of that reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that we giving this team enough credit just yet. We still got a couple games to go. We could finish out strong.
Mm-hmm. Dan Quinn is essentially the 3rd best coach in Redskin history.
Might be.
Sounds crazy. I know. And I'm not trying to sound ahead of myself, but there are only three in NFL history, in franchise history, that have made the playoffs in their first year. And I'm going to put Dan Quinn ahead of Ron Rivera because I don't count Ron Rivera's playoff year. It's a losing season. And I know, even though we had a very good season based on Chase's early run and how that team performed, but we had a really, really bad division. And whether we went to the playoffs or not, Ron's ability to not build off of that playoff run didn't allow that to be a run that felt comfortable to me. This one feels like we deserved it. It felt like we won games that we were supposed to win. We won a few games that could have been decided the other way. Our roster is built to continue what we've done this year later on down the line. And I think that sets up a better play to me than what Ron Rivera did. Yes, especially absolutely. With most of, if not all of those players that he signed in the first round not being on the team anymore.
Yes. Yes. So when you think about this, a complete roster rehaul, I wouldn't call a flip, almost a roster flip.
I'm sorry to block you. T. Higgins with the touchdown, like you said. I don't. Did Chase go under? That's the question for real.
You caught, basically in this situation, you surpassed your predecessor already in your first year.
Chase went over by 3 yards, bro. 94.
I told you. He's too hot, bro.
Yep. What I said?
By 3 yards.
By 3 yards, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh, that sucks, man.
I tried to tell y'all, man. Chase, man, you can't. He's too hot right now.
Mahomes might be injured. Mahomes is injured. Oh man. Oh my goodness. I don't know if he came back on that, but he got.
See, my thing is this: if you're the Tennessee Titans, how Chase had 9 catches, right? And T. Higgins, I think he had 5 for 89. But how, if you're the Cincinnati Bengals, do you let him get 9 catches after he just had 14?
I don't know if you letting if that's more so talent.
It's you just follow the guy. You know where the ball goes. I just can't see myself allowing. I just can't. I get you.
The Miami Texans game went under, Leo.
I can't hate on it though. I can't hate on it. Jamar Chase. And with the Bengals did win. They did win. Most of my bets went out. That was the only one that lost. And I believe the Redskins might have lost if I took them on my ticket, which I believe I did.
You took our spread?
I think I took our spread, I believe. So let's see.
Yeah, nope. I knew that was a setup when they showed that quarterback, bro. I told you when you look like you play for Fortnite, the same thing they did with DeVito. How everybody was like, "Oh yeah, we about to blow the giant." I don't fall for that no more, bro. I don't unless it's like I said, your second or third year being good. Yes, you blow those teams out. You're not about to get done like that. But us on this our first year doing good. No, I'm still gonna go with some of these things. Are still a part of our historical franchise until those things change. You have no excuse to that if you're a second or third year coach with this roster and you've made your improvements over the offseason, this, that, and the third. But with the roster you got right now, there's some of these guys' first years having this type of success, you know what I'm saying? I can understand a little bit of hiccups here and there. But a team doesn't start like no regular coach starts her whatever the dude name is. I don't even know his name. All right. But nobody starts him with a right mind. I think they started him because the coach was like, these guys don't got no film on them. That's gonna give us our best shot at being able to run anything that we want to run because they don't have no tendencies on this guy. All right, cool. Even if you got tendencies on Spencer Rattler or not, I'm playing him over the other guy for the simple fact that he started an NFL game before, several for that matter. I'm not trying to trick a team who's 8-5 and can possibly win the game against us for them to further clinch their playoff hopes. We don't got no playoff hopes. That's cool. But I'm coaching for a job. You guys should be playing for a job next year. We're playing against a player who decided to leave us and only come back to play us. That should be some motivation. Then for Spencer Rattler to come out in the second half and have a good second half, I'm going to be even more upset that you started this bum dude at quarterback because you took away our actual possibility of winning this game.
Yeah.
You got 8 sacks from your defense. You know what I'm saying? Who hasn't been playing bad. The defense has been playing good this entire year. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Their offense has been having the struggles because of injuries and different things. Completely understood. But their defense goes out and has 8 sacks against a quarterback who's having a really good passing game against y'all. And a running game who's doing good that y'all kind of kept in at bay. So your defense is doing a good job even though they have some points. All you needed was some offensive drives where you kept their defense off the field, which they did with Spencer Rattler. They had some 20-yard plays. Now, again, the refs helped out a whole heck of a lot in the second half, but the coach hurt himself by not starting them in the first half.
Yeah, I think
you did all that without Kamara playing in the second. Basically, after the first drive in the third quarter, Kamara didn't even play no more.
Yeah, I think that this was one of those classic things where the Washington faithful put too much money gambling on Washington.
I'm with you on that too.
You know, it's because none of that made any sense to me other than Vegas. Like they cheated. I can't even lie. That's my final thought. They cheated. This is the first game I can really say without a shadow of a doubt.
How about that?
Those refs cheated. They just said, forget it. I don't care if you know. I don't care if you don't know. I don't care. We about to cheat. We about to just outright cheat. Just act like you don't see it. Your team's going to still win, but we need these points to go a certain way. And they proved themselves to be, pillars of that. And so,
good word.
Yeah, because they cheated. They cheated. And so, but I will say this: that offensive line is a concern, man. That offensive line is not a playoff offensive line right now. It's not. It is not a playoff caliber offensive line right now. They looked really bad.
How many defensive lines you got like that in the playoffs?
A couple. The Lions, they got that guy back. They look good. Top tier defensive line. The Eagles have a top 5 defense this year.
They got really good defensive tackles.
No, they got good tackles, but they still got a good line. There's no telling. We could struggle against them. Who else on the NFC side would come out this year? Minnesota.
They didn't have. We played them already. They didn't have 8 sacks.
Okay, Minnesota. Minnesota's another one who would probably be in the playoffs. The Packers would also be in the playoffs too.
The Packers, I respect their pass rush.
Yeah, and so you would have Minnesota. We just went over there earlier. Minnesota, Green Bay. The Eagles got a man down. Their returner is down, hurt on the first play. Ooh. Oh, sorry, it wasn't their returner. It was some guy. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know. He just went down, he ran into a guy, and then fell, and now he's hurt. So I just don't know what that was. But I don't know. But it's concerning though. It's concerning. Your offensive line, you don't want a weak offensive line going into the playoffs. That's like one of your worst things that you can have leading into the playoffs. The reason that the Redskins won all of Super Bowl because we had the Hogs. So we knew if nothing else, our offensive line was going to be solid come playoff time because that is essential in a deep playoff run. What we saw today, 8 sacks, eight sacks, a 1-point win. That's concerning. I get it. The refs cheated. I'm the first one to say the refs cheated. I am the first one to say them refs cheated today. However, Terry McLaurin dropped 2 touchdowns. Well, dropped 1 touchdown. One was overthrown. So you give one to Jay and you give one to Terry. So that's 2 touchdowns that we could have had on.
He touched the ball on both of them. That's 2. And he dropped the third one that could have been a touchdown if he caught it at first. The one that should have been a pass in the first, that would have been a touchdown too. So he would have had 5 touchdowns today, bro.
Right.
I just want to point that out, that he was open for 5 possible touchdowns today.
So you left a lot of points on the board. You
did a play action on a 3rd and 1 when you could have ran the ball.
Yep.
Which none of this would have ever happened if you scored a touchdown on that drive.
Those are mistakes that's going to cost you a game in the playoffs. That's going to cost you your season. You know, so I don't have a problem with going to the playoffs, playing a good game, and losing straight up to a team that was just on one. I can live with that. But if you out there doing bonehead stuff to lose the game, I'm going to think you're going to do it every playoff run. So I'm just not going to want you as coach no more. I'm gonna say, see,
I feel you with that. I feel you. nah, because that was what happened with Rivera. For me, I couldn't get past the mistakes. I couldn't get past we played the quickest game in NFL history because you just didn't want to be on the field. You didn't call no timeouts when we needed it. Your bad clock management showed every single season after we watched it the first year. Your inability to fire the coordinator that would have helped us be a better team. We watched that the first year and watched it go on for year after year. So I am completely on your side with that. If you show us boneheadedness in the playoffs, not a mistake. A mistake is different than boneheaded.
Right.
But a clear boneheaded play, that's a mistake. Oh, you're going to be held for that every single game. Not even season. You're going to get that every single game.
Yeah. It's brutal. It's brutal. So I just if let's be competent, right? Let's do what we know to do the way that it's just simple. You ain't got to, like y'all say before with Cliff Kingsbury, you're getting too cute. You ain't gotta do all this extra stuff. Do what's basic. Do the basic thing. That's it. That's all we ask. Do the basic thing. We feel like you'll come out on top. If the run is there, run the ball. We don't care about people's stats and incentives and money and all of that. So when you get in the red zone and you just in there trying to get somebody some stats, you're playing Madden to us. You don't belong. You're not a professional. Give the ball to the running back and get in the end zone. That's what a professional would do. You're not playing Madden, Kingsbury. Getting people's stats is not. You're not going to be able to do that. It would be nice to spread the love and get everybody good checks based on incentives in their contracts. It would be great. But you just don't have the luxury to do that right now, dude. You don't have the luxury to do that right now. Yeah. So, again, we are playing against ourselves. However, we are playing against the NFC, the whole NFC. Everybody's trying to jockey for position to get themselves in a good run. I don't want to have a first-round exit. I get it. Rookie quarterback, I get it. Rookie quarterback, you know, so I get it. However, you don't want to have a first-round exit. That's going to leave a dirty stain on a season that you could really make something, make into something. If one, you clean up that offensive line, and
just whoever beat us got to go to the Super Bowl, like the Bucs.
Even that, I'm not satisfied with that because that sounds like some old Redskin stuff.
That's what happened. That's what happened when Taylor Heineke lost to the Bucs. That was the only team that went. That was the team that went to the Super Bowl. If we lose to them, and that was maybe because that's Tom Brady. Everybody gives that an excuse. That was a very winnable game. After the game, they showed several holdings that were purposely ignored as if they didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? That was a very winnable game by a team. But because the team made it to the playoffs and it had been so long since we went there, I think what you said earlier is going to be also player test. As long as they don't do nothing bonehead, the franchise and the fans will be proud of the fact that we made it there after this long run. What's going to happen is that you're no longer going to have the excuse, just like Ron Rivera, that we shouldn't be a playoff team. We should be a playoff team every year that you're the coach. If not, then Adam Peters and Josh Harris are going to have to look in the mirror and say, hey, what are we building here? And do we need to end it earlier than we did later? They saw how long this happened with Rivera, whether they took over a business model and was able to see that, or they were in the business of the NFL during that time and saw that Rivera's tenure here was unsuccessful, even after having a playoff season in the beginning. Dan Quinn for itself, you went to the Super Bowl with the Falcons in your second or third year. You no longer had the success after the first time. So it's about consistency and giving yourself an opportunity. This season is only going to set you up to say that, hey, everyone's now going to be expecting what you guys were able to do in year one. Everybody in your division wasn't bad. The Eagles were good. The Cowboys had a chance to do something early in the season before things started going bad. So you went to the playoffs and are having a good season while everybody else around you is good. You don't have an excuse to be bad when everybody else might be bad. You know what I'm saying? You got to be great at that point.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts has come out on fire, man. He has about 70 yards throwing on his first couple possessions. Philly is in business. Saquon, now you give it to Saquon, man. Philly got a good team built around, man. That's why I said for us, it's gonna be a Herculean task beating them and knocking them out, man. Be honest, but if we could do it, then that opened up the board for us a little bit.
I think Philly playing Pittsburgh right now, I think it's gonna be a tough game, and that's gonna play to our advantage next week. I will tell you that.
And we got Philly next week, right? This week coming.
Yeah. I do want to point out something that I like. I don't know if y'all are looking at how the NFL has been over the last couple of years, but I think I like what is going on with our team. I don't like looking forward as much, but in this aspect, Philadelphia Eagles are the best team in our division right now, right? Everybody can agree?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, and it's been that for the last couple of years. Even though they didn't win a division last year, they've essentially been the best team in the division for the last couple of seasons. They've got the most recent Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think with the way our team is being built, the salary cap that we have, the interest that we get from other players, we're going to try to model our team to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. And if the Philadelphia Eagles are having success against the rest of the NFL, if we can model ourselves to beat them, I see us having a 13, 14 win season coming in the next 3-4 years. If we can do that, if we can get that right, if we can make our team and model our team in the way of being able to compete and beat them on a year-to-year basis, I got us being really dangerous if we can get that combination right.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna be real. Looking at it like this, we almost, if we could win 2 out of these last 3 games, we in the playoffs. At that point, we would have won 12 games. You get what I'm saying? I mean, no, 11 games. 11 games, right? So if we win these next 3 games, we would have won 12 games. We are at a spot now where we could take advantage a bit, but at the same time, not just taking advantage, being in a situation where right now we can strike if we wanted to. We could this year. Like, I get what Rowan Bix are saying, but I would say the thing about it is, I think that the Eagles, they going, just my opinion, you can't run Saquon another 10 weeks like this. I don't think so. Another, 8 weeks like this for Saquon, 7 weeks like this? That's quite a bit. Huh?
No, go ahead.
That's quite a bit. And so I think that what we're looking at in the NFC is really the Eagles and the Lions. Okay? Everybody else in the NFC, I think that we can beat. I think that the Vikings, it will be another tough game. I think everybody else we can beat right now.
So that's what brings me more confidence with what I said, that in the next couple of seasons, I can see us doing better. Like in the example of the Ron Rivera years, how the first season we wanted to build on that and we wanted to do better than what we did the first year. And how every year we were with confidence that it was possible, and we just watched it not happen year in, year out. I think that we don't even have the roster set up the way that this coaching staff and our GM wants it actually set up. Not yet. So even with all of the guys that we brought over, everybody hasn't worked out. Mike Davis hasn't worked out. Ingleby's played well, But if you could replace him with a better veteran or another player, you could really get better at that spot. If you like him, which I do, I think you can get rid of St. Juice and upgrade at that spot. Imagine what that looks like. Imagine what it looks like if Jonathan Allen is healthy right now and he's playing along with the line and everybody else in those rotations. Or if you're not with Jonathan Allen next year and you're able to sign another active veteran or a player that's doing really well, or bring a Chase Young back or something like that, like we were talking about earlier. On the offensive side, you're talking about still having to get or lock in an offensive lineman at one of these spots that are just as dominant as Cosme is, or that builds into being just as dominant as Cosme is. Coleman, who's having a lot of work this year, is getting all of the action that you need him to as a rookie to be able to be ready or be developed into a player like that. What if we get a solid tackle that's original at tackle and Brandon gets to go to the left guard spot? There's options that we can have where we still can be a better team. We don't have a legitimate number 2 receiver that we can say is on the roster every week like Curtis Samuel was. You know what I'm saying? So again, what if we had someone else who's able to attack the football and get downfield like McLaurin is doing this year? If Dayami is able to fit that role, if McLaurin gets more time, like it's still other stuff. Who says that we don't pick another running back based on what's been happening with Eckler? What does that running back bring to this offense that gives us an advantage? How long is Ertz going to be out? Can we upgrade at that tight end spot where Sennett is not just a blocker, he's starting, or do we get another wide receiver type of tight end and now have that combo look like that? So there's things that I feel like we can get better at, and we're not even talking about signing any free agents that are interested to coming to the team yet. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking about being a 9 to possible 12 win, 11, 10 win team in a season where we're kind of like the replacement players. Like we're still not even our actual, you know what I'm saying, at our best strength yet. You know what I'm saying? We're not at are we at our strengths? Is this the best roster that we can put together in a 3-4 year span? And if we're trying to beat the teams like the Eagles and compete with them on a year-in-year basis, even if we don't look like them, I'm not saying we're designed like them. I'm just saying like we're built to compete with what they're trying to do. In the next 3-4 years, they're not going to be able to sustain their roster at the same amount because they're going to have to sign a lot of players and stuff like that based on where we got drafts at. So we're maybe a year or two ahead of everybody financially as well. So that's what I'm saying. Like we're not even our best team. Imagine us with our best team. We could probably win 14 wins more than one season in a row.
Yeah, honestly, if we go to the playoffs this year, I'm gonna expect something big next year. With the only reason I'm saying this is because, in a fan aspect, I would say that. As a professional, maybe another year, but like in a fan aspect, I look at Detroit Lions. They caught fire last year. The year before, you said at the end of the year that they could be good. That next year, they came out scorching. Okay, and they got all the way to the NFC Championship. This year they came out rolling the same way, you know. And the way I'm looking at it, if we mess around win 11, if we mess around win 12, you know what I mean, I don't think we're gonna lose 2 out of 3. I think we're gonna win at least.
The Steelers' offense do not look good. Let me say that.
Bills up on the line 7-0. Josh Allen.
Yeah, the Bills did play the Lions today. Yep. That's where I missed that. I could have went. I could have went Jalen Hurts because I know by the way they was talking about him, that he was gonna go over probably. They be calling him a bum. Normally when they call you a bum, you go over. Like Saquon, they big on Saquon, so he probably gonna go under at some point. And then I could have went Bills because the Bills lost last week. And I don't got them losing 2. So all right, well, let's move into final thoughts, man. You had a 19-20 Washington win in New Orleans, man. Again, man, shout out to everybody who down there who traveled to New Orleans. He had a big New Orleans, DC to New Orleans takeover this weekend. So I know it's a lot of people.
We were supposed to do that, John Rowe.
Huh?
So we were supposed to be down there.
I didn't know until today. I found out this morning when I got a call, and when I called somebody who I normally talk to, and they were in New Orleans. That's when I found out. I was like, oh, I didn't know this. Why didn't you call me? They said they did call me. They said they did call me. And I looked on my call log, and they actually were right. They did call me. So, yeah. So, yes, every year is one a year. So I'm gonna make sure that we are abreast next year for sure, so that we can give y'all some live coverage on how the city travels, man. Because we do pick one a year, and everybody goes down, go bands, and everything go ahead down, and go on a game on the road. Normally it's in the South where the weather is nice, and so where we can get out of some of this DC cold weather. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't have minded New Orleans today. I can't even lie. Okay, so we're gonna move into final thoughts. See what the guys feel like after this 1-point win in New Orleans, moving into the Philadelphia Eagle game, which basically playoff implications are on the line. We get them in our building this time after taking a loss to them in their building. So let's see what the guys feel moving along after this game today. Sit it around the room.
You want to go, V? Or
what for the end for the final thought?
For the final thought.
Let's go Washington, man. You know what I'm saying? We moving into territories that are unbeknownst to us in the last 5 seasons. It's good to be here. It's good to be in the company. It's good to be in the conversation. Today I've been asking for a few weeks for Jaden to become, or at least for me to see, not become, but see the passer that he could become in the NFL, where it's drop back and essentially read defenses, read coverages, make some throws. Some of the throws he made today were phenomenal. You'd have to have watched the game. I hope you all were watching. If you were just listening, I hope we were able to give you the play-by-plays the way that we have been week in and week out. But some of those throws were things that you'd have to go see. And I've been waiting for a game like this, and I'm happy to have seen that, knowing that he can do this once the talent is caught up, once the system is learned, once the players are more comfortable to be where they're supposed to be at. I think this thing can get on the roll and get really, really, really scary. If it can happen this year before the time frame that I'm looking at, man, y'all don't even understand what I'm about to start talking to y'all about. But right now, I like that. Other than that, the refs cheated in the second half. I don't get fined like the coaches and players do, so I can say that the refs were terrible today. Outside of that, glad the win was the win. Keep pushing on. Let's go week 10. Let's go W10 next week, man.
Yes, indeed.
Big Son, you want to go?
My final thoughts is I like the way that we played today. Tenacity and a whole bunch of I'm gonna just say it, a whole bunch of cow shit to go through to get the win. You know what I'm saying? So, in spite of what we faced today, the adversity on the field with the refs, and even the two drops from McClellan, we still came up with the win. So I gotta say, fight on, man. Every game was a playoff game, but you don't know. That's my final thought.
Okay. So my final thought is this is a historic game now. We have 9 wins. We haven't seen these 9 wins in quite some time here in Washington. For a rookie to come in, do it on the first year, rookie head quarterback, rookie head coach, rookie GM, I mean, that's phenomenal. So, I mean, I'm very proud. I think that going to get the rookie record, I believe, is 10 wins, and I believe that's RG3. To be able to go tie that next week against the Philadelphia Eagles in a division game, that's going to be very important. It's going to be super important. So I really think at this point, we need to be looking forward towards next week, because this was a very tight game. It came down to the wire. We was up and we was in control of the game most of the game. So I never really could say that I was too worried about losing. It did come down to the wire closer than I thought it was going to end up coming to, but a win is a win. So we're going to move forward next week to Philly and hopefully go and start asserting some dominance in our division. Because, I mean, right now, you know, we 2-2, and the only team that we have beaten our division is the Giants. So Jaden Daniels, you got something to prove next week. You got to prove you could beat your division opponents. And what better week to do it than against the Philadelphia Eagles, that right now is the best team in the division, has been the most consistent team in the division. So I think that it's very imperative that you take next week super serious. Hopefully you're watching the game on right now. Hopefully you looking at the Eagles defense, seeing anything that you didn't see in the first game, see if they caught up to speed on anything that any, holes or kinks in their armor that you can get, So, I mean, go next week, man, and let's go get that 10th win. Let's go get in the double-digit wins. And then after that, we can continue to go week by week and see how good we can be for the rest of the season.
Just as you said, holes, the Philadelphia Eagles fumbled. The Pittsburgh Steelers received the ball. T.J. Watt on the recovery. Jalen Hurts fumbled. It was punched out.
Told you.
Watch for Highsmith in this game. Highsmith has been rolling too.
Highsmith was the one on the punch out.
Highsmith been rolling, bro.
No, sorry, Booty.
Nah.
Not to say it like that, but Booty, B-U-T-Y. That's his name. That's the bad name.
Booty.
Yeah, that's the bad name. Don't get on me. That's his name.
And it's in Philadelphia territory, ain't it?
Yeah, yep. In Philadelphia territory at the 45. Russell Wilson does not look good in this game, though. He does not. He's 0 for 7, I think, so far. He hasn't completed a pass. So he looks really bad. Which I think Jalen Hurts would have served you a little bit better in a game like this. Sorry, Russ.
Are you talking about Justin Fields?
Justin Fields, yeah, my bad. Justin Fields, yeah. I think Justin Fields.
Well, nah.
Yeah.
Russ will be all right.
I don't know. I think you could use Justin Fields' legs right now. Because Russ is Philadelphia's offense is just, defense is just quicker, stronger, faster. That's why Russ literally hasn't completed a pass all game. He's like 0 for 10 now. So I just think Justin Fields' legs, whereas though if you were limited passing, his legs could serve you some good. Sack. He was sacked. Russell Wilson sacked. Sacked. Josh Sweat. I'm just saying. I think Justin Fields' legs could have done you some good here. I'm just saying. All right, so let me go into my final thoughts. All right, so it's a couple things I wanted to peel back before, we went off the air, and I just wanted to put on the record in regards to what I saw out there. Fumble again by the Eagles. Eagles fumbled again. Pittsburgh ball. Inside the 20-yard line. They fumbled twice back to back, bro. I just don't understand what's going on. Anyway, so and was that a fumble? Let's see if this was a fumble. Yes, it really was a fumble. It was a fumble. Pittsburgh ball inside the 10-yard line in the red zone. Okay, so now if Russ can't do it here, they need to take him out the game and put Justin Fields in.
Bro, the offensive line got to help.
Yeah, but I just think that they got Russ figured out.
Is Pickens playing today?
Huh?
Is Pickens playing today? Oh, my goodness. That was a heck of a hit. That's a special teams one right there. Jesus. Yeah. That's a hell of a hit. Oh, my gosh. Good gracious, he just set that man up.
Yeah.
Hey, Mo, he just said that boy's cooking.
So that's what I'm saying. So these are my final
thoughts. Juwan. Boom.
I want to peel back a couple layers, right? All right. The first thing I want to say is I like to look forward first. So moving forward, the offensive line is a major concern. Boom. Get that out the way. Boom. So that needs to be addressed. I don't know how they plan on addressing it, but if you leave that offensive line to the way it is, if you leave that offensive line to where it is, the way it is, you're not winning a playoff game. Y'all got to make some adjustments at that y'all got to make some adjustments there. Y'all got to make some adjustments there. So. And so you gotta make some adjustments there. So secondly, you got the offensive line is a concern. Then the defensive line, the defensive secondary is also a concern too. Not the defense, sorry. Defense look good. Defense is not a concern, right? Defense is not a concern. Offensive line is a concern. I liked Ben Sinnott today when he in a little bit of time that he got. I liked Ben Sinnott today. I also liked Jamison Crowder. I thought Jamison Crowder played really well. Ben Sinnott, whatever. Ben Sinnott, whatever. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I also like Jamison Crowder today in the time that he got out there. So I definitely want to see him. Marshawn Lattimore did not have a target today. I don't know if that was the Saints. I don't know if that was him playing well. But nonetheless, he didn't get a target today in his first game, so I got to congratulate him as well. But those three guys are definitely – and De'Ami Brown, I think, played a really good game in his limited time. I thought De'Ami Brown played really good today.
Cut you off. I got to shout out Mike Sanders still, though.
Yeah.
Mike Sanders still had a hell of a game.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
So those are the guys that I really felt like I want to see moving forward. Crowder just started playing, so he got fresh legs. You got to make sure you use those. As well as Lattimore. Lattimore hasn't played in 5 weeks. He hasn't played in 5 weeks, so you got to make sure that you use those as well. But other than that, if they got to get the offensive line though together. You had fighting in the Philadelphia game. Oh my goodness, they knocked them back 15 yards. They was on the 3-yard line. You had a personal foul. Now Pittsburgh's ball back at the 14-yard line. It was the 8-20 at first. Now they're back at the 14-yard line. So all right, now, but back to what I was saying. Oh, that might not be a catch. They're going back to the 18. They might not give that to him. They may not. Either way. Okay, so now going into it is
Did y'all just see the block in the Eagles Steelers game, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, he just took this baby back to the fans, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, dog. Hey,
that's what the penalty was for.
You're a grown man, bro. You just let that happen. Hey, bro, that is clear blindside stuff. That's no penalty. You don't give him no penalty for that. You blame the defender.
I don't agree with the call either.
You blame the defender for that. You soft. What you talking about? What you blaming me for? You blaming me because he didn't hit the weight room? What type of stuff is that?
Right.
Hey, dog, that was too funny. Bray took him to the crowd. His parents had to be over there or something.
Say hello to mom.
Hey, mom, I just wanted to come say hi.
Russell Wilson did not score. They will kick a field goal. 5 and out, whatever it was. They did not get it. They got the ball inside the 20-yard line and did not get anything. They're about to kick a field goal. They're going to get the 3.
If they can make it, shit, field goals ain't been promised today.
That's true. So I just don't know if they're going.
He's looking bad right now. 2 for 7, 8 yards. With 3
He's a 37-yarder, and it is good. It's a 3-3 ball game. I don't know if Pittsburgh survives like this though. That offense. We see that. That's how Philly beat us too. That's how Philly beat us.
He got to get some time to get the ball off though, because he got to get some time to get the ball off though, because their safeties are a little questionable.
He has had time. He just. What the fuck was that? I don't know. He's been inaccurate a little bit.
That's what I said. Is Pickens playing?
I don't think Pickens is playing though.
Yeah, I'm with you. Maybe Fields might have fit this a little bit better. But, Tomlin to make that change, though, He ain't afraid to make that change.
That's true. I think his legs, whereas though you need to create or generate offense out of thin air. Even with us, we do it with Jaden Daniels the same way. You know, you sometimes you just got to use the legs. You know, just until you can loosen the defense up a little bit. So I just don't know if this works. I don't know if this works out. But basically those are my 3 things, about, and as far as the players getting more playing time, I want to see all those guys more playing time. I'm super excited to see Force out there today, though. That's probably my specialties, Force and Crowder. Super excited to see those guys out there today, man. Both guys played well to me. Both guys played really well today, really impactful. So I'm highly boosted to see both of those guys out there because I know they will contribute to what we got going on here for this playoff run. And either one of them have even really been playing yet. So they're going to be in mid-season form. If we can get them out there, they will be in mid-season form come the second week of the playoffs when really you want to hit that type of stride. So that's my final thought for the day, man. We are going to have a little bit of the organized betting going on tonight. We normally take a 2-3 hour break, then come back with you guys to chop it down and get you some bets on for the organized betting and for your parlays and whatever else you got going on Sunday night. We try to come back to you Sunday night because we know you lost Sunday. We're trying to help you win some of that money back, baby. So make sure y'all come on through. Probably gonna have Young Jay on tonight for the late night. And if the guys got anything else to say, man, I'm swinging over to the guys, man. If y'all got anything else to say before we get out of here, man, I'm just gonna open up the floor.
Just see y'all next week.
See y'all next week. Any updates to Score the Fight or anything else that might be?
Yeah. Might as well give y'all a shameless plug right now. Score the Fight will be back next week. Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury 2. So y'all tune in for Score the Fight next week. Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury 2. Y'all got to tune in for that. And that's going to be December 21st. We're going to give y'all all the details on that over the week.
Yeah,
that will be the last Score the Fight for the year.
Okay, last Score the Fight for the year. And that's a good one. That is a good one, man. If y'all have tuned in to the first one, man, that was a good one. It's a great fight. So make sure y'all tune in for that. Without further ado, we're gonna let y'all ride on out, man. See y'all later on today with the organized betting, man. Get your bets together. Make sure your money is in your account before you come on because we comes in last minute, try to help you get that money back, baby. So without further ado, we're gonna let y'all go. See y'all next time. So Washington win. We're gonna have so Workhorse Wednesday, maybe Workhorse Wednesday or even Workhorse Wednesday, Thursday for the Thursday night. However we decide to do, we're gonna let you know. Y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all follow, subscribe, like to get all our programming, man. Hit that subscribe button or at The Nature DC on YouTube. That's it. YouTube / at The Nature DC. You have to put that at YouTube / at The Nature DC. You got to put that ad on there, and just The Nature DC is right there on the screen. That is the Instagram as well, The Nature DC. And we got the YouTube coming up for y'all. So without further ado, we're going to let y'all go. See y'all next week here on the Nature Sports Podcast.
Studio Runners Radio at StudioRunners.com.
To the most football knowledgeable, faithful, most caring folks in the world, the Redskins faithful. The Redskins will go to the Super Bowl. The whole stadium is shaking for the second year in a row. The NFC champion. Redskins 24, 49ers 21.
Credit to Bobby Beathard. You touched on it earlier. Jack Kent Cook, not only that he will pay the kind of a salary it took to get a Doug Williams, but also they're almost 1-to-1 in coaches. They have more coaches than anyone by far in the National Football League.
Rip and roll right. Touchdown Redskins.
Everybody, and welcome welcome to RFK Stadium, where again we are live. Just as we were yesterday at Candlestick Park in San Francisco, we are 30 minutes away from kicking off. And here in this stadium, they have sold out for Redskin home games for every outing since 1966. You know, they are 7-0 in playoff games here at RFK. In fact, you've got to go way back 44 years ago to when the Redskins last lost a home playoff game in this city.
Fifth-round draft pick. He has been sensational. But the blocking he's getting up front is absolutely incredible. That's the record. The man who held the record that Timmy Smith has just erased.